Okay, so today I raised the gain. I don't want anyone saying that the audio is low, so I went hard with the gain. I basically spent the last half an hour working on the audio. The laptop may have a different audio interface, but I raised that gain. That sounds amazing to me. Is the audio good enough? Someone's trying to say the audio just wasn't loud enough yesterday. I want to make sure that the audio is beautiful. Can I get an audio QC here on the other end? Man, the beach was beautiful yesterday. Almost took the day off as well to lay out. You probably should have, man. Soft focus today, Sam. Soft focus. Yeah, I did nudge. That looks pretty good to me. Well, let's see. I don't have the best eyesight, to be honest. I don't. So I need to really look. That looks pretty sharp to me. Sexy man, though. I mean, come on. Hey, messing around. Shout out to each and every one of you for coming on in. Thank you for being here. Let's jump on in. Let's do it. Let's have some fun. Let's break it down. Let's see those tickers crack-a-lackin'. We got AVE up 4%. We got ADA. And honestly, most people are slipping. This is not a bear market. I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you why it's not a bear market. I've never seen this type of stuff go on in a bear market. Look at this. If I adjust this, look, 184% for MSWAP, 132% for Clearinghouse, Burger up 75%, Vited just ripped up 144%, PLD up 49, Plager up 17, Tulum up 12, AIOZ, and look, we hit Jupe and AIOZ. My goal is to hit 2 of the top 10 every single day, at least, and we did it again. We hit 2 of the top 10. If you were in my trading group, let's just show you what you would have had. And I love showing you guys this, but people must envy this trading group. People who aren't in the trading group must get FOMO. I would. If every single day I watch this YouTube channel and every single day a group was posting gains, I would freak out. I'd be like, dude, why am I not in that trading group? Like, what is going on? You know? So look, you can see my whole team on it, but I put this out here yesterday at 8:06 p.m. Jupe breaking up to the upside. That's the position right there. I would get in when the Stokes are low, the MACD's turning, and we're getting a rip here. Also, falling volume with falling price tells you the sellers are falling off. These are key insights most people do not know, and I will teach you and get you going. So look at that. And then if you look what Jupe did, that was the exact flag that I drew right here. So it would break out a little bit, come back down, kind of retest this area. So right after that area, it would kind of come back down, but then it would never hit basically the entry there, a little lower, but then this thing would blast. Look at this. And stop loss should always be below the previous resistance. So resistance. Stop loss would have been right there. That's the smartest place to be. Even 2. I like to go 2. I would have been probably hanging out right there. Get in there, put 2 stop loss. And if you could put your stop loss below the 200-day moving average, you are doing well, my friend. You are doing well. Now what you're looking at is you have moving averages far apart, you know. And what happened then is you had this other falling wedge that you could have played if you knew what a falling wedge was. See, like, even if you missed the first call, you could have got the second call. Anyway, we nailed it for 48% gains. Gains on gains, baby. Gains on gains. If you want to check out the gains, just hit here. You can see the gains that we make every day. Look, Jupe for 53. Went up a little more, I guess, but Jupe for 53. And AIOZ for 38.3%. Let's take a look at AIOZ. And AIOZ is like a competitor, if you didn't know, to Theta TV. It's one of the only things out there. And look, it's making a bit of a flag. I'm watching that. Could be a shoulder, headed his shoulder, something to look at, but what a plow to the upside. What a move. We put out AIOZ. Let me show you this morning. Right here, look. And these are the gains. 38% for AIOZ, Jupe. And if you type AIOZ here in my Discord, last night, I'm looking at it. Let me find out where I'm. And wow, so many people post after the fact as well. Pretty crazy. But, and so this is how I get ready for a retest. Watch AIOZ. Set alert to the 15-minute. Right? And so I'm saying, like, watch for this. Now, what it would do is it would break up a little more, retest this way, but the entry was right about there. Either way, the 4-hour with a stop loss below the moving average would have been also beautiful. See, I try to teach you the actual perfect time to enter a trade based on using the 15-minute, but you can always zoom out and just use bigger support and resistance levels and let the 1 hour play out the way it's supposed to play out. So that's what we did last night for AIOZ. And if you go back in time, this was basically the little area that I had here. And if you use the replay tool, if you got to get to know the replay tool, if you're not using the replay tool, you are slipping, you're falling off a cliff right now. And look at this. I mean, this thing would just boom. There was the retest there and then blast to the upside. But regardless, this shape moved from that 1 hour time frame, and you got 65% gains out of that wick completely. Even now, sitting here just hanging out with a 38% gain. So it's not a pump and dump. it made a beautiful move to the upside and held the gains. That's technical analysis playing out. This is TA, strong, true, and tried. Use your TA over and over again. Every morning we get to show up here and show a gain. I work so hard. Like today, what's on my mind? How to find a gain for tomorrow. Where to look, what to find, what to go for. And I'm adding alerts, setups, and so many different things to keep the group going. And I got 5 elite charters that also post in the elite group. So if you're in the Discord, you get access to me. You get access to the learning library. You even get bots to tell you when new coins are coming out, when whales are moving price action, and when new coins are coming out on the exchange. Like right now, we got new coins coming out on the exchange. Let's look up what happened today. And Mex Global just keeps adding more and more coins. LTO, AutoTuck. I'm in talks with Mex Global today. I'm meeting with the management team. Super excited to look at what they're doing. Another new KuCoin-like exchange that's adding to the gain. So shout out to that. I will be working with Mex Global pretty much. I'm making my mind up to do that. I'm just seeing they got way more coins, and I like to see that. So we want to get in on that. And you want to know when a new coin hits the airwaves, it's important. And Mex Global, wow, they're adding a lot of new coins. Pretty awesome. So those are the gains. We even hit more gains than that, but those are the main gains that we posted last night around 8 o'clock at night. 9 o'clock at night, and then, bang, bang, bang to the upside. And honestly, I get upset when I don't hit the biggest gainer. Like, why didn't I get MSWAP? I could have easily, look, MSWAP wasn't even that hard to figure out. Look, it consolidated, got super tight, rode the 200-day moving average. Only a matter of time when you ride the 200. You're going to go on a little bit of a journey, something to think about, all right? Stay tuned for more. Okay, let's take a look at Bitcoin. How was that audio? Is it too loud? Is it too good? Mexi is a sick exchange. Been using it for a while now. They have some coins. KuCoin doesn't. That's what I'm saying, man. It makes a big difference with those little texts on the screen. Gotta say, the sliders are getting better. The instruction is getting better. Retest on this time frame, juxtaposed with a bigger one. Gotta say, the slides are getting better. The instruction is getting better. Retest on this time frame, juxtaposed with a bigger one. Yeah, man. I'm trying to show you exactly how to play it in and out, nice move, spinning back elbow. Spinning back elbow, funny. Both Rodney and Brian are back. We got gains on gains, man. Shout out to everybody here on the run. Shout out to Renair coming through. Renair, man, I love you, bro. Shout out to Conswork. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to everybody here. CryptoNot, Finbook. And what happened? The chat just froze on me. What are you doing, chat? Audio solid, brother. Good morning. Thank you. What do you think about MNET now? Ooh, MNET. We haven't looked at MNET in a while. Audio is crispy, bro. Thank you so much. Except for the corny music in the background that always gets me going. That's why I just go to saved. And honestly, I love this Still on Fire Other Space. This is really what I go for here. This is the music that gets me going. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I didn't take a look at the viewers yet. Didn't take a look at the likes. 340 viewers, 143 likes. Can we get the likes up to the viewers? Come on, 200 people playing with me. Don't play with the kid. Hit that like button. I come every single day with the fire, with the fury. The least you could do is hit that like button. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. This is not your normal stream. I am not your normal YouTuber. I want it more than they do. I just want it more than they do. My passion exceeds me. If you can't hit that like button, come on, baby. Hit that like button. Let's get it moving. I know you can do it. I know you can motivate yourself enough to get it going, baby. You got this. You got this. You can do this. Believe in yourself. It's not that hard to hit that like button. 177 people. I like the 77, but still. And thank you so much for coming on into the live. All right, so we showed you the gains. We showed you Jupe. And yesterday we showed you this. Look, there's a cup and handle for Jupe. And we even showed you the idea that Jupe might be making this bigger consolidated shape. I'm saying a lot is happening in the markets right now. A lot is happening in the markets. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and see what's going on with the elephant in the room. Also, are you going to sandwich.finance, and downloading the latest list? Because if you're not going to sandwich.finance, you won't have all these lists. You'll be missing some of the hotter coins that have just arrived on KuCoin. All right, so pay attention. GMT 3L looks scrumptious. It's weird. It's not saving my work because I put this out earlier today. It didn't save my work. It's a bit strange. It's been a long time since that happened. But yeah, look, that's a big W, right? But I just put this out for the trading group like a second ago, and it doesn't show that I put it out. That's pretty weird. So let me double check, because you never know. I'm a human. I could make mistakes, but I'm pretty sure I put GMT 3L like a minute ago, and it's only on KuCoin. So There it is. I posted this worth watching today at 9:30, and then it wasn't there. So what's up, TradingView? Playing games with me, man. Trading games. Funny. But there's a retest, a quick 13% gain, and I literally just posted this at 9:30. An hour later, this thing is up for 13%. So I'm just, you can see it. You can see it. GMT3L on KuCoin on the 15. There's GMT3L on KuCoin on the 15. It would breach, double up, and bang. 13% gains. I guess a little less. Hold on. I don't want to cheat that. 7%. But still, man, that thing is moving and looking pretty scrumptious to me. So I don't know. You got to tell me how you feel about it. But I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. That movie was awesome. All right, let's take a look at Bitcoin and break it down. Still with my family on vacation for the week till the 11th. Hope you're having a good time with your family. I don't know if you're enjoying some time off this week or if you're back at work, whatever you're doing. Hope you're hanging in there, having a good time. Let's take a look at the DXY, banging on them. And this is worrisome for Bitcoin, right? However, if they manipulated enough, so we suggested it would break out of this to the upside. Why? Because we were low on the daily time frame, and we suggested a breakout for the dollar index. However, we didn't suggest that Bitcoin and the dollar index would pump together. That's a bit strange. Haven't seen that in a long time, so that's weird. To see Bitcoin's down slightly, but it didn't tank down to 18 when the dollar pumped. So why Bitcoin and the dollar are somewhat correlated now is a bit strange. That green candle should have been a massive dump for Bitcoin. It was not. Kind of strange. Yeah, the short's up slightly, but only 0.2%. I mean, that's, Anyway, so what we want, like I keep saying, is we want a huge bid of bearish divvy here to occur. We don't want this to break, this RSI to break. We want this RSI to begin to curve, and we want this to be established. And now you have a beautiful uptrend with a beautiful downtrend, MACD turning. We want this daily to dump. We want to see that the 4-hour is overbought. Let's do this by symbol. And I'll find the DXY. I have two of them. One of them is like, yeah, so look, and there's your breakout too. Look, that was a cup and handle. I love cup and handles. They just pay you over and over again. And if you see a cup and handle on the inverse asset, you may worry about the asset that you're in as well, just to, So, and when we looked at, the 4-hour, getting to be overbought, and we want this bearish divergence to occur here. Desperately would be beautiful if that happened. Also, it's a rising wedge that could break down 68% of the time. You kind of say it's attempting to break out here to the upside. We don't want this to go parabolic. That wouldn't be a good look. If this goes parabolic, it will have the measured move of at least the length of the base of this triangle to the upside, and the dollar index will bang on you to the upside. Like, dollar index all the way to the upside. Not a good look. We don't want that, It's not a happy day when that happens. Okay, so we're looking at the dollar index, and why do we look at the dollar index if you're new? Because what happens to Bitcoin has something to do with the dollar index. It is what it is, all right? Yeah, for some of them, one of them only has the daily. I don't understand why that is, You can see I do so much work. I have 3 charts of the dollar just because I'm always playing around. But look, to me, that's a breakout. How do I know it's a breakout? Because you get good at just understanding the trajectory of the level. And over time, you just know. Like, you're just like, no. Like, because if you fake this out, you skip the other level. Like, if we bring this up to here and say we're at the top, you kind of you skip this, and if you skip that, then you're not really, you're not staying true to the degree, the degree in which you should putting the angle at. So this suggests that there's more gas, that this can get all the way to 112.92, which is crazy. I can't believe it's at 107. They're beginning to pump the dollar into some craziness. And that's going to cause more and more inflation. Like, we need the dollar to drop. We need prices to go down. If the dollar keeps going up, prices will continue to rise, because when the value of the dollar goes up, it has to get absorbed into the cost of things. That's how it works. So if a cereal box is $5, haven't you noticed the cereal boxes? They used to be as thick as this phone. Now they're as thin as this map. Talk about roadmaps too. I actually used one when I was a kid with my parents, but kids have never seen these before. They don't even know what this is. A roadmap, right? We actually had to use them. You had to actually keep them in the car. You actually had to know where you were going. You had to kind of map out your trip. I take exit this. I'm going to take People have no idea what that's like now. But our generation, we were the last ones to actually know what a payphone and a roadmap were. We're old school, baby. We're old school. So the dollar index pumping, but the 4 hour saying, you know, I've had enough. I have a little bit more wind left in me, but I'm pretty dumb. But it has a measured move. So let's take a look at this. This is pumping right now out of this tiny little flag. And it had a measured move to the upside here. This is where we should eventually stall out. Can we get some bearish divergence at one point? That's what you're looking for. We do have it on the daily. And you have it right here on the 4 hour. Because you got to swing up to swing up, but you got to swing down here. Come on, dollar. The 2 week is cooked. The 2 week says enough is enough. Like, you've played this game. You've gabbed your last goo, as Zero Allegiance says. And you're getting super high on the stochastics. Like, one more move up. Fine. I'll give you one more move up. But then, like, the dollar. Like, it's time, my friend. It's time. You're extended. I've seen assets try to do more than they should many times in my life. You're extended, dollar. I don't know who's trying to push you or who's pushing you up. Someone is doing everything they can for you. And it's a bit shady. You know what it is? It's sad. Is the Federal Reserve will do... They're so grimy. They care so little about the human race and about other people in America living. And they care so much about how they look to the American people. This is all politics right now. I'm telling you right now. The Federal Reserve will never do the right thing for you. And I'll tell you why. And I don't care, you know, what saying this matters to me, because I have to speak the truth. And I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to cookie coat it or sugarcoat it, because the Federal Reserve is lying to you. They're not trying to keep the money down. They're so afraid that when interest rates just keep going up and explode and this whole thing impales and we go into a horrible depression, that they will be blamed. So what they're trying to do is have these meetings each month to act like they're actually doing something. I'm telling you right now, I told you 6 months ago that they wouldn't stop inflation. I told you 2 years ago on my channel that Federal Reserve couldn't stop inflation. I even have videos on my old channel, Remote Chief, talking about this years ago. 5 years ago, I'm telling you that the Federal Reserve is going to create the worst inflation possible, that they're going to start printing money. They're going to overprint. Our government will print the money to zero, and you better get yourself in a better asset. You better start getting art. You better start buying old cars. You better start buying Bitcoin. Scarce assets. I started buying gold and silver. That kind of ran its course. I'm kind of done stacking gold and silver. I have to admit, I have enough. I believe 40 ounces of gold is enough. You know, yeah, a few thousand ounces of gold, silver. You get yourself covered for a have-to-eat situation in a 2 to 3 month period. Give them the gold. Give them whatever you got to do. You can get on with your life. To me, if you're looking at the future, if you're looking where we're going, it's Bitcoin, and that's it. Everyone's wondering why gold is dumping right now. Gold's dumping. Look at 1756, down 2.4%, which is huge. Now down 0.5%, which is huge for gold, though. And why is gold getting banged to the ground? I believe Bitcoin is taking market share from gold behind the scenes in institutions. They're just not buying gold like they used to. When they used to get afraid, they used to buy gold. Now they get afraid, and someone's like, well, shouldn't you own some Bitcoin and some gold? And you have to think about it. Every single institution decides to even allocate 2% of their gold allocation to Bitcoin. Gold's going to take a hit, because what gold keeps gold up is their constant allocation each year, looking at, oh, we'll put a little in gold just to be safe. You know, they're diversifying. Now they can do the math. They can look at the last 10 years and be like, damn, we should have bought way more Bitcoin 10 years ago. Are they going to make the same mistake for the next 10 years when Bitcoin goes to $1, $2, $3 million? I don't think so. So they already learned from their lessons. They know what's going on, and they're going to continue to accumulate Bitcoin over gold. It's pretty obvious to me. I was a gold bug. I bought gold and silver for a long time. I traded gold and silver. That's how I got into trading. And I did it so much. And at the end of the day, I realized when Bitcoin crossed 10,000, I decided I would never buy another gold ounce again. Maybe some jewelry, some platinum, some things, maybe copper, aluminum, other metals that will appreciate in value, but never again the gold, because I just believe Bitcoin is digital gold, and buying gold instead of Bitcoin is just a bad move. Okay. So look, the dollar, and that's my opinion. You could not believe it. It can be completely up to you how you feel about that. But that is my humble opinion. That's how I feel about it. All right. It is what it is. All right. Sorry, I just covered this accidentally. The ticker popped out. Sorry. All right. All right. So the dollar index says there's more gas in the tank on the weekly. I don't like that. It says there's more gas in the tank on the 3-day. So strange. But so does the dollar. So does Bitcoin. Bitcoin. I have seen them pump together on a few rare occasions. They have pumped at the same time. If Bitcoin decides to decorrelate from the S&P or something of that nature, and there's a chance that they will eventually have some decoupling of some nature, or an inverse of actually a coupling, because lately they've been uncoupled, right? Putting the lemon into the water, everybody, in the doing damage mug. Last thing that I brought on my trip to make sure that we came through with the doing damage mug. It's well water. Here we got well water. Love the well water, man. No fluoride or chlorine, any of that nonsense in my well water. Just pure well water, baby. So look, that's pushing up on the 3-day. That's not a good sign for Bitcoin, I have to tell you. Normally, unless we're doing something interesting, 22 hours says we're cooked and we're about to tank to the downside. So I'll take the small, even though you look at bigger time frames, you got to play the smaller ones. Like the 4-hour could be cooked, but I've still made money on the 1 hour and the 15. That's the same thing of the weekly being cooked, but making money in the daily and the 12-hour. You got to be able to equate time frames. You got to be able to understand how much buffer zone you have inside a bigger time frame, how much space you have in a smaller time frame. That takes years to figure out because you played with the 4-hour for thousands of hours, and then you play with the daily for thousands of hours, and then over time, you get this coupling of times, and you start feeling out what's going on. You get a notion, a sixth sense, so to speak, of what's happening, and that's what I'm looking for, all right? I'm always looking for that. So bearish divvy here on the 4-hour and the 6-hour too as well. Says we're going to come down, and this is unsustainable. So I'd like to see this bring itself back inside the pattern, and I'd like to see the rising wedge break to the downside here. And I'd like to see the dollar at least double bottom back at 100. But this is crazy on a tear of 107. It did break heavy resistance since 1989. I can't believe it broke through the 104, 105 area for the dollar. So we're looking at the dollar closely. But we're looking for the 4-hour and the 6-hour to take a dump on us here. Doesn't sound right? To dump. And the 1-hour also overbought. Has to come on down. All right. So we're looking to be overbought on the dollar. I would look for a pump for Bitcoin today since the dollar's getting cooked. The S&P 500. We talked about it. We went over it. We go over it every day. It's correlated to Bitcoin. We talked about this cup and handle breaking to the upside. Then we talked about this rejection, but we bounced on a double bottom. We got back above. We made a flag. Now the 1 hour's in a flag and looking beautiful. And it's in an inverted head and shoulder with the flag measured move to the upside. That is very bullish for the S&P. Suggests that we will make it to the top of the channel somewhere up here. We're just on a slow trajectory on our way up. Okay? On our way up. Also, it's kind of a bullish. You could see, it's even this channel here. Down, up, down, back to the top of the channel, which would also hit us at the top of this bigger channel that I got drawn here for the S&P. So right now I'm bullish on the S&P for the 1 hour time frame, which will take from 4 to 8 hours, 10, 12 hours at the most. So that's a bullish sign for Bitcoin. If the S&P can break to the upside, look at the 15-minute, indecisive sideways. That's not too bad. Maybe it comes on down. It doesn't break. We don't want the S&P to break this beautiful support it's making at 3,800. It keeps 3,800. Look for the S&P to get to 39.43. If that pumps to the upside, that will pump Bitcoin up. That's a good sign. That's why we look at the S&P every morning. So we're ripping through. ETHBTC, another good thing to look at because it's going to tell you whether the altcoins want to rip or not. And if ETH starts to beat up on Bitcoin, which it did, look, it dropped. But right here, ETH has been on an upward trajectory against Bitcoin. It's a good sign. Now, it is in a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. Let me delete all my work here. And I just want to look at ETHBTC fresh. Like the daily chart. Let's see what we got going on. So you had that head and shoulder that dropped to the downside. Look at shoulder, head, shoulder. I mean, it played out to a T, to an absolute T. But now what you got this kind of wedge going on here. You got this falling wedge. This is what you got. You should break back to the upside on the wedge. What is the daily looking like? Daily's a little cooked, trying to gain a little more momentum. And you kind of had the bearish divergence, and now you're on a downtrend. So ETHBTC must make a higher high above 0.077 in order to remain bullish. All right? Super important. Okay. Yeah, so I made sure to up the gain, and I'm not going to have people complain about the audio. I try to be impeccable about all the details here. I worked for David Letterman on Netflix for 2.5 years. It was the last job I made before I decided to quit the TV industry and move on and start my own TV show. I said, I'm sick of making other people's TV shows. I'm going to make my own TV show, and that's what happened here. So I do have a background in audio, visual for multi-million-dollar studios and companies. So when my audio or my video or something's wrong, it throws me off beyond belief because I'm like, dude, I got paid professionally to do this. I should be able to pull it off in my own home studio, you know. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on. And let's zoom into the total market cap and let's see what levels we need to watch. What's happening? Are we hitting resistance? Do we have a move? What's going down? So the total market cap, we talked about it being in this Adam and Eve double bottom, just like everything else, and then this rising wedge, and it fell to the downside. And then we said, can we bottom here? We did. Then we bounced up. Now we're in that inverted head and shoulder, just like the S&P is. You can see how the S&P is kind of bleeding through, right? It doesn't look exactly the same, but this is also, look, there's a shoulder, there's a head, and there's a shoulder there. That's a shoulder, that's a head, and that's a shoulder there. If you need me to draw it out, do you need me to draw it out? Does everyone need me to draw it out? Do you like when I draw it out, or do you get it? I like to be over. I like to go overboard. Sup, man? Boom. Got a brag, man. 203% out of MSWAP trades. Thanks to the LIFA, the TA Master. Also, thanks to Renier for all you do. Dude, 230% gains out of MSWAP, man. Shout out to S. Castro. The auto problem is on our side. If I watch it on my PC, audio is bad, but on my laptop, it is good. Hey, there you go, man. Binance is now offering 0 trading fees. That's what I'm saying, dude. Binance.us, 0 trading fees. I love when you draw it out, man. I'm just here for the ride. I like it. Draw it out, man. Crypto Tiger. So look, you get your left shoulder, you got your head, you got your right shoulder there. That's an inverted head and shoulder, whether you like it or not. Then what you want to do is you want to zoom into like your 7-minute time frame. And this comes with time. Over time, you get to know this stuff because your brain starts developing in other ways when it comes to TA. You start developing in just ways you never thought, honestly. Technical analysis will do things to your mind that nothing else can do, in my humble opinion. But look, that's another inverted head and shoulder there that I just called out, and I see perfectly. S&P looking bullish to me is a bullish sign for Bitcoin. I like what the 7 minutes about to do for total, about to break to the upside. Look at total. And basically a bull pennant, ascending triangle, about to get busy. Let me clean it up. That's not how you make a lower trend line. Let's make sure it's nice and neat. OCD from my crew. 200-day moving average moving, tight moving averages. We talk about that. So 7 minute may be a catalyst here for a bigger move. We're getting tight in the channel. That's a big move for total. The entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency wants to explode back all the way to $932 billion. It's a good sign for the day. It's a good sign for the day. Let's look at the 1 hour pushing to the upside with some green candles. I like what we're seeing. Okay, now let's jump into Bitcoin. We've gone through world markets. We see what's happening. Let's take a look at my BTC USDT chart here on KuCoin. I love KuCoin. Shout out to everybody here that joined KuCoin. We make gains. Become a KuCoin millionaire today. Change your life. So look, we were looking at this inverted head and shoulder. I woke up this morning and put out an update for Bitcoin. Talked about it being in this channel. Last night, we talked about Bitcoin probably breaking out of the 15-minute. Even though it was getting super red and worrisome, I said, man, I like to buy those red candles. I wouldn't be so freaked out by that move, all right? So right now, the 15-minute is extended, all right? But that's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. Let's take a look at the pattern. I'm going to get rid of this inverted head and shoulder. Kind of did its thing. We talked about this right shoulder playing out, and it did so far. Talked about this cup and handle, which it kind of is right now. Still a bit of a cup with a bigger handle. Okay. Let's get rid of the random lines and drawings there that look like fish or just, plankton flowing through the sea there. There's my plankton. But tight moving averages, what I look for before a catalyst move, like right there, tight moving averages, big move. Tight moving averages, big move. They're not far apart. See, when they're far apart, you don't want to be buying. When the white and the yellow line are far apart, white and yellow line are far apart, white and yellow line are far apart, not a good look. Right there, white and yellow line are far apart. That's when you want to be buying the lows. Okay? Because just like when you're buying the highs, if you flip that upside down, it's the same thing. If that just went over your head, I don't know. But if it didn't, if you picked up on that, that means you're on point. If you picked up on what I just said, it means you're accelerating your learning to a higher level. Okay. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. And look, it's the 11s now. 511, 11 views, 1101. It's all at the 11s. How does that happen? You tell me. I don't know. I mean, it's just weird. But it tends to always coincide with some type of number here. It's either the 11s, the 33s, the 77s. Shout out to the $1 super chat. Thank you so much. 288 likes, everybody. You know what? When you hit the like button, you help someone else find the channel. You help them get educated, and you spread good karma. If you want to help someone, every time you help someone else, it's good for you. So help someone else. Hit that like button. Do what you got to do. And I'm telling you right now, it'll change the way you feel about your day for the rest of your life. You're going to have good energy. You're going to be like, man, I did something for the life, or I did something for someone else. Pretty spot on move, if you ask me. And all you had to do is hit the like button. It's pretty easy. Karma, affection. I create the space where you can create karma, affection real fast. Jump on in. Get it. Namaste, baby. Namaste. It always feels good to help someone else. It always feels good to help someone else. People that help others become the richest people in the world. I'm telling you right now, find a way to help other people and give them success. You will become more successful than you ever dreamed. All right. So look, 15-minute needs to reset, or it could do this little loopy loop and just blast us off. We do have that kind of inverted head and shoulder that could play out, and it is flagging on the 7-minute. Looking for the 7-minute to kind of boost us up a little bit here. Also, I like to put these, like, look, you have a bull pennant here on the RSI. You also have lack of bearish momentum. Even though we're high on the stochastics RSI, which I normally would be worrisome about, I'm seeing some other things in the charts that are conveying a high message. Resistance, resistance, resistance. We bouncing off that resistance point. 20K holding nicely so far. I even said last night, the bears fell off. They just didn't have enough gusto, enough moxie. I really feel like the bears fell off completely. I feel like they could have had a little more go in the tank. So that's what we're looking at here. Bitcoin USDT on the 15-minute could get up to 21,700. Again, it doesn't matter what it does. We've been talking about this resistance, resistance. If you can't get above 21,800, you can kiss this whole story goodbye. Bulls must put in a higher high. All right. Another thing, trend analysis. Okay. Yesterday I said I was going to do a trend analysis boot camp. Let's do it right now. Who wants the boot camp? Let me know where you're from. I need to see everyone tell me where you're from before I start this boot camp. I want to know where you're from in the world. Put a word of how you feel and a location where you're from. Amazing. St. Louis, just, breathtaking. Chicago, out of my mind, Hawaii, can you do it? Show me what you got out there in the interwebs, man. Let me know how you feel and where you're from. Scottish living in the Philippines. Great. Boot camp 10 hunt. Saxdown, Saskatchewan. Me, Kansas. I feel great. Hungry and Hungary. Of course you are, right? That's so funny, man. I hope that's not funny. I hope you're not actually like poor and starving, though. I don't want to make jokes like that. Littleton, Colorado, Michigan. Hey, Sam, how are the heat maps looking? Mark Elliott, MB. Booted to Boise, Canada. Vibin at the 757. Great Pittsburgh, PA. Amazing KMCO. Red Bank, South Carolina. Feeling groovy. Stressed. Ooh, Rochester, man. Will they be banging in Rochester? I see they be like, pop, 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 pop. I mean, Greece. Attila. Fort Lauderdale. Let's go. My man. Afghanistan. Sam, Nick. Sam, are you really from Afghanistan? My wife's from there. Where are you from, man? Her mother lives in Kabul or Kandahar. Unbelievable. Seattle, man. My daughter is Afghan, dude. So my family to your family, brother. San Antonio, Texas, Zambia, Stockton, Detroit, Oklahoma City. Feeling hot at 106 today. Damn, stressed but alive and smiling. Shout out to Crypto Cash. Don't be stressed, Cash, man. Don't be stressed, man. You're the one who always tells us not to stress, bro. Come on, man. No need to stress, bro. Portugal, New Zealand, Saudi Arabia, Boise holding strong. I'm not starving in Hungary. Jamaica, Long Island, Atlantic, Indonesia, Singapore, Texas, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Little West Palm Beach. Too early here in Huntington Beach. My man, Virginia, Columbus, Ohio, the 416. Shout out to Scotty Swing. Spent 2 years in Afghanistan in the Army. Thank you so much for your service, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's break resistance. Philadelphia, amazing Florida, Edmonton, Sacramento, Cleveland. I sold my house to buy Bitcoin. There you go. Area 52, Mars Colony, my man. Lifer Crew is global. Blessed. Green Swamp, Florida, all the way in the swamps. We even got people in the swamps, baby. Inglewood, California, Las Vegas. So much love from all over the world, baby. Freaking out in Bristol, UK. You're the man, dude. Hungry for gains in Ireland. Bulgaria, Brazil. Live in the 305. My man with the rhymes. Stack McChange. Puerto Rico. Let's go. Shout out to Springboro, Ohio, Mars, and everybody. India. Wow, I think we could do this for the rest of the show. This is unbelievable. This is crazy. Look at this. I sold my wife to buy Bitcoin. MNET. Portugal. Let's take a look at MNET. Someone said MNET may be pumping to the upside. And look, people leave the stream when I do that. People are so lame. It's like they have to get what they want immediately. If they don't get it, enough is enough. Everyone, please. I don't know what's up with the group today. We rarely have to ask for likes. Yesterday we hit 500, 600. We even had 1,000 likes before. There's 150. Maybe you're new. This is not your regular YouTube channel. I am not your regular dude, and I am going to grab you through the mic and pull you into that like button. You're going to hit the like button. I'm telling you, I'm going to make you do it. You're never going to see someone with this type of infectious attitude and energy. It doesn't exist in the world. I'm 1 out of 10 million people that has this fire every single day. Come on, hit that like button. Like, what do I gotta do to motivate you? Let's go, baby. Let's go. Enough is enough. Woo. It won't mess up your hair, man. It will not mess up your hair. I'm telling you, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Everything's gonna be okay if you hit that like button. You're gonna make it through. You're going to make it through. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the live, calling yourself crypto lifers and being different than a normal person. The average person does the same thing every day. The average person goes to work. The amazing mind lives in their own reality. Create your own reality. You don't need to live in anybody else's reality but your own. The second you're living in somebody else's reality, you have lost the battle, man. Make your own plan, or else you're living in somebody else's plan. Straight up. So look at Bitcoin. Right here, going, I believe 21,800 is our next point of moving. But I don't like how, I wish the 15-minute and the 1 hour had gotten more of a move here. They're kind of lackluster. But it doesn't mean it's over. It just, we moved up in the Stokes and we just didn't get a lot of push, you know? Almost telling me that we may end up getting rejected by this point and coming back down here. So look for candles. If you don't see a 4-hour candle close, you know, by the afternoon, up in here or the evening, it's likely we get rejected by 20,500 area, and we're going to end up back down here at the bottom of the channel at 19,374. So just putting that out there. Again, trend analysis. Let's break down trend analysis for you real quick. BTC, USD, we're going to go to the all-time history index. We're going to go to the weekly chart, all right? Put a thumbs up in the comment section right now if you like trend analysis, if you're about to learn something that's going to blow your mind. Shout out to the 120 people. Would you guys come from another channel where you guys play games? Come on, man. Where my lifers at on this beautiful day? Where my lifers at? Crypto lifers are real people. Hit that like button every single time. Okay, I'm not going to mention it again because it's getting on my nerves now. Shout out to everybody here on the live. So look at this. Trend analysis for Bitcoin. You're going to go to like the 4 hour. You're going to see how Bitcoin started to make a bit of a move to the upside here. Super important. Now, this may seem simple to you, but it's very, very important that you pay attention. Then we're going to go back and we're going to show you the same thing what we're doing here on Bitcoin in the 4 hour. And you're going to start to hopefully have an aha moment with me. So here we have a high. Then we have a low. Okay? So we're going to circle the highs and the lows with the big marker here. All right? So here's our highlighter. High right there. Low right there. You must put in a higher high. You do. You then put in a higher low. Great. Now that you've met lower than the previous high, the trend will not continue until you break above that. And then when you reset, you must make a higher low. So you do. You break out, you make a higher high right here. And then you make a what? A higher low than that. Excellent. Now at that stage, you must put in a higher high. And what do? You come up and you make a higher high again. Great. Then a lower low, a higher low. Then you put in a higher high. All right. Now at this point, you come and you make basically the same low. You wick to this area. Now, if you break this, you're breaking a trend. All right. And you're about to put in a lower low than this area here. And then the only way to break that would be to put in a higher high all the way up here for the trend to continue. So here you put in a higher low, then you get rejected here, and it gets kind of sketchy. At this point, they kind of made people think that there was that wasn't going to make a higher high, and it made a flag, but the flag would break out. I bet stochastics had you there, and you did end up making a higher high, technically right here. Then you made a lower low right there. Now, in order to remain bullish, you must put in a high higher than that high. And you did. You went up here. Now you must put in a low lower than this low. Basically, this is your more like high, low, high, low. See that? I'm showing you the little trends too, but you can also look at it big time. So here's your higher high. Here's your lower low. Here's your higher high. Here's your lower low. Excellent. Uptrend is confirmed. Now we need to put in a higher high in order to keep the trend alive. We do. We put in this higher high for Bitcoin right here. Once that occurs, you must say we must put in a higher, and that's why you're putting support and resistance. Support and resistance is trend analysis, but they're not exactly the same thing. But they go hand in hand. If you're not doing support and resistance, you will not be able to do proper trend analysis. You will buy downtrends. You won't be able to find out when things are moving back to the upside. You will not be able to stay true to the move. I'm telling you right now. So please pay attention. So here's your higher low. Beautiful. You must put a line here. And you're going to hear me say this all the time. And I'm like, we must get over this to get to a higher high. Otherwise, we're making a downtrend. We put in a higher high. Beautiful. But what do we do here? We put in our first lower low all the way since down here. All these have been higher lows since right there. That told you there was a problem. So then you draw your line again. You look left and you look at the previous like high that you broke. It was just this one. You're like, we must break the previous high. Then you see this one. And this is my trading style. And I learned this the hard way. All right, I did. But now, and you'll see me say this now. I'll say, listen, look for the M. I'll say, look at the stochastics. And we're going to double click to show you the stochastics here. And I'll talk about how if the stochastics turn on the dotted line and you're not breaking the high to the left, you're likely to short the sucker. And look, then you even got a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. Head and shoulders occur at these points. So what I'm showing you is like, if you learn the basics of technical analysis and the fundamentals, they'll take care of you when everyone else is worried and doesn't get it. Everyone who's using Market Cipher and all these other indicators and stuff, they have no clue what's going on. When Market Cipher enter on something, when that MoneyWap stops working, I watched a trader 2 days yesterday using Market Cipher. He had no idea where price was going anymore. And I felt bad. I was like, dude, if he just took a session from me and learned what I know about stochastics, RSI, and support and resistance, he wouldn't be fumbling around with Market Cipher. And I'm not putting down Market Cipher. I'm just explaining that the fundamentals are better than paying $1,500 to $2,000 for somebody's indicator. All those indicators were made off of these basic fundamentals. Get yourself immersed. Don't lie to yourself. The truth is, the proof is in the pudding, baby. It's right here. So look, you don't make the previous high. The stochastics burn on you. And if you look at the daily, it was even more apparent. Because stochastics were oscillating at all these points. That's the beauty. If you become a scientist, scientists sit inside of laboratories and they do experiments. And they use what are called controls, right? Because the control helps the experiment. Always with the control. Always with the control. My control is the stochastics RSI. 90% of the time, they go up and down above the dotted lines, no matter what price does. So when stochastics comes above the dotted line and you don't make a previous high, you're going down. It's so obvious to me. I've been preaching this now for the last 6-7 months. I show it on the live stream over and over again. You must understand trend analysis. You must understand support and resistance, and you must couple it with your shapes, with your Fibonacci, and your support and resistance, and your stochastics RSI. You will become an unstoppable machine. There's a reason why we hit gains every single day here on the channel. It's not an accident. It's not an accident I show up every single day. That is by a formulated, organized manner. Okay? So we look at the Bitcoin on the daily, and you can see we're still in this big falling wedge. Likely we want to break to the upside. However, look, the daily did pump. Didn't really give us much, you know? Anyway, that's trend analysis. So look at where we are now. Now we're not looking at the giant picture for Bitcoin. We're looking at a smaller area for BTC, right? So let's take a look. Huge level to get over is 21,800. If you don't have this chart saved in screenshot with the 2,800 there, because you're going to forget that that's a key level when all the minutia comes up and down and everything, you're going to forget it. You must write this stuff down. But look, you have a high, you have a low, you have a lower high here. But if we start the trend down, we have a low, we have a high, we have a higher low right there. Right there, we have a higher low for sure. For this trend to stay alive, just like we showed you, you must put in a higher high. You get it? And I just showed you exactly why and how that works out and why. So the second you put in a lower high here, it's not a good look. Like, it tells you that you might put in a lower low. And maybe you're in this now. The pattern does not get determined until the support and resistance breaks. Support and resistance sometimes waits till the smaller time frames to make its move. So it's likely we could get rejected and head back down here to 18,251. You must know that that is something that could be a possibility when you don't hit this point, because that's going to be your lower low. Where else are you going to go? Look, low, high, lower low, lower high, lower low. You're in this downtrend now. You see? So your hope to break this downtrend is you make a higher high in this box. That's it. See how simple this is? Once you break it down and see it for what it is, all right? And look, now I'm going to go to BSUSD, and I'm going to show you this clean again. Nice and clean. We're going to delete all our old work. We're going to take away the moving averages, which is going to show you exactly what you need to look out for Bitcoin today. First off, big boy resistance right there. You know, I'd like to put labels on them. Maybe if you hit Alt-J, does it label it? It does. So like you got to get above 28,000, 22,886. And you got to get above this level here at 21,770. Like there's just like 21,720. I call it 21,008 up to the wick. Right there. And actually, I think I made these a little too thick. I'm going to go to my settings bar. Hold on. You can change all this stuff. I'm going to go to the settings tab. Go to style. Hit that. And you could just make that line's a little too thick. That's all right. There you go. Yeah. So look. Till you get above that zone, you're bearish. It's that simple. It's that simple. All right? Like, just make things really simple for yourself. Don't outthink them. They're not as difficult as the YouTubers and everyone is making them to seem. They really aren't. All right? If Bitcoin can't break above 20,500, you're bearish. You're going down probably to make a lower low. It's simple. You're in this trend now. You see that? If you can't break that high, you're coming down to make a lower low. Now, unless you're going to make a double bottom. So, you see? And that's it. That's proper trend analysis, all right? And I call this the twisted sister. I make two patterns. One of them is going to win. We don't know exactly which one yet, but one of them is going to win. And look, they actually almost have the same, yeah, they have like that same trajectory. So we're either going to continue down in the falling wedge, and look, that's a symmetrical triangle there, and that's what we've been talking about. You see? If it breaks to the upside, you're getting to this measured move at about 23,900, 24K. I can clone alone. I can clone because I'm not alone. All right. And look, and that's going to go down here. And there's your next measured move at 15K. So you're going to 24,000, 50,000. That's what you're talking about, right? This is a huge level to watch right now. So this resistance bar now is a big deal. See how we make this nice and neat for you to understand? Nice and complete. You don't have to watch the Toki Stacker and all his nonsense. I can't stand half of these YouTubers, man. I really can't. And then I found out all of them are getting paid big money. Dude, Ryan Mata exposed all of them, man. All the Bybit shills, dude. So happy I never took the Bybit bait because I would be someone could make a video about me. And I would lose so much clout. And you know what? I may have lost millions of dollars not taking Bybit links. I did, because they were going to charge. They were going to give me like $70,000 a month at one point, and it would have gone on. And then my channel got bigger and bigger. It would have got to 100K a month. But you know what? You know why I didn't do it? Because that money is not worth my last name. Samuel James Price, baby. That's gold. I'm going to cash in on that name. I'm going to become a president of the United States, hopefully, if everything goes to plan, right? We're going to save this country from the mongrels, right? We're going to restore true values and honor back to America. We're going to actually, you know, people are going to pay for their sins and their pain, right? We're not going to have corrupt nonsense every single 5 seconds. And we're going to get back to real money. We're going to destroy the banking system that's basically pillaging us and killing us and taking us for everything we have, you know. So these are the plans. These are the hopes and dreams. I don't see why we can't get them. So a Bybit shill for a few mil. So yeah, it could be like Crypto, and he bought like a $23 million house, or Carl the Moon driving a Bugatti. But do you want to drive a Bugatti on other people's pain and anguish? No, you do not. It's not good karma. And then you have people making videos about you saying you're a scammer and you're, you know. And he probably sees those and it's like, whatever. But, and honestly, I'll keep it to myself. But look at this. So getting tight here on the channel. So you're looking at what is going on. Well, we're making two patterns. All right. Two patterns at hand here. Either we're going to continue down and get rejected here. So the hope is if we do get rejected, that we don't break this trend line right here and we bounce out of it to the upside. All right. That's the hope. 15-minute is overbought, as we were suggesting, but this is the flag that we keep talking about right here. See? So see how smaller time frames, bigger time frames, there's always a lot going on. We want to see this flag break out. However, because the 15-minute is extended, I'm opening it up and believing that we're going to come down to the bottom of this trend one more time. So if we're bullish, 15 minutes going to reset, come down here, highly likely will come here, and that's going to be our bounce. Bing. All right. Now, the 1 hour should be in your favor, but the 1 hour's, it kind of moved up. It got momentum, but it's not breaking the previous high. If this rolls on you and you don't break this high, downside, and we showed you where the likelihood of the stop could be, and that coincides with this support, bounce, resistance, 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 and that support line. I'm actually going to start using Alt-J more than Alt-H because Alt-J actually labels the actual area and puts a little yellow bar there, and that's nice. I like that, right? And that's better for everybody in the trading group. So this is a symmetrical triangle right here, clear as day, in my humble opinion, when you widen it out. 50% chance of a break up, 50% chance of a break down, okay? If it breaks up, we're going to 20,991. If it breaks down, we're going to the bottom of this area, all right? So it's just something to think about. Now, we've done trend analysis. We've done the Dow Jones. We've done the dollar index. We still got to do Bitcoin dominance. We've done the S&P. We've done total. We've done a lot today. We really have. Hit that like button if you're getting educated, if you're learning, if you're feeling good, if you like what you're picking up here on the channel. Hit that like button. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, and we don't want to waste any of your time. We will not waste your time here on this channel. All right, a little story here and there. I'm a 39-year-old man. I can give you a little bit of a life advice from some of my ups and downs in life, but for the most part, you know. Shout out to everybody watching on Twitch. We love you. Thank you for being here, everyone on Twitch, man. We love y'all. Shout out to everyone watching on Twitter. If you're watching on Facebook, I see you, baby. I see you. Especially my Twitch people, though. I see you on Twitch, baby. I see you. The Twitch people are super, super loyal to Twitch, man, so they ain't coming to the YouTube stream. I see you on Twitch, baby. I see you. I love y'all. I love your Twitchness. Let's get twitchy, baby. Let's get twitchy with it. Shout out to each and every one of you here on the live. Yeah, I mean, symmetrical, I kind of want to make it a bull pennant. Like, it's a little tighter. Depends on how you kind of move the chart around. 1 hour has momentum. Once it crosses the dotted line, a big move could come. Don't think, just, you know, it hasn't crossed the dotted line yet, so. But I'm just, you're getting overbought on the 15 and the 1 hour, not where I like to be, but the technicals are telling me different. So it's interesting, and that every once in a while that happens, and that's why you have to use support and resistance, and you have to have some special sauce. It can't just be like one. I just trade patterns. I only trade the patterns. That doesn't work. Like, you got to trade patterns, support and resistance, trend analysis, you know, Fibonacci if you got it, and you know everything you got in your bag to help it go. You know. So at the end of the day, what am I saying? Well, 4 hours still has momentum. 1 hour still has momentum. It's all about this area right here. We get above this. Then we can try to go back for, we're going to go for 21,800 and use this as support. If we don't, we're going to hopefully stay in this symmetrical triangle and bounce. And if this level drops, then we're probably in this falling wedge, and we're going to end up down here at the bottom of the wedge and make another double bottom with 17,900 area. So that's your Bitcoin update. Like, you either get above this in the next 2 to 3 hours, or you get rejected and you start to come to the downside. All right. And honestly, it's setting up for sideways Bitcoin action again in more altcoin trading. So when Bitcoin goes sideways, it's good for the alts. And this is technically sideways. See, this has just been sideways consolidation. Here's your range high. Your range high is 22,004. Your range low is 17. And right now you're in the mid-range. And so you could range low, you could range high, and you're just basically ranging in consolidating mode here. So either Bitcoin breaks out of the tiny bull pennant here that we have drawn and gets above resistance, or it dumps to the downside. And if it dumps to the downside, you're looking at this bigger triangle here that I just made, and it coming down to the bottom of the channel. If it breaks that, you're actually probably going to erase everything and just stick to the fact that it's in this falling wedge, and it's going to come down to 17,060. That is the most concise Bitcoin analysis I can give in a nutshell. Last thing I'm going to look at is the daily time frame. And for the move on the daily, I'm a little disappointed. It pumped, but it didn't break the previous high. You want stochastics to break previous highs. Stochastics teach you when you're in a downtrend. The fact that the daily came all the way up here and didn't make the previous high is not a good look. Also, remember how we showed you that 4 hour bulls must put in a high higher than the previous high? Doesn't look like it's going to happen right now. Daily's getting extended, and unless it pulls a miracle and breaks above 21,800, you know, I'll give it this. It could break above here. But look, it's more likely in this downtrend, I must say. Most likely. But anything is possible. I've seen Hail Marys get thrown out of the 15-minute chart, so you can't just look at the daily and short. You got to look at your levels. You got to look at your smaller ideas and get yourself through those zones. All right. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance. That's going to tell you what's happening. If Bitcoin can dump, alts will rally. And we talked about that. And alts did rally. And Bitcoin dominance did dump. However, it got caught by some divergence here, which is kind of sad. This is bullish divergence here on dominance. Swing down to swing down and swing up to swing up on the RSI. And it did catch price action there. It did catch price action. So let's take a look at our levels for Bitcoin dominance. Let's go to like the 5-day chart. All right. Wow, my family's so funny, man. They leave like the baby sound on in the background, which is not needed at all. Like, oh, baby? Can you turn that down? Like, Jesus, Lamesus, like. All right, thank you, my love. I'm so sorry. All right. It's like picking up in the back of the mic, you know? So look, Bitcoin dominance was in a shoulder, a head and a shoulder. Look at that. And it broke out of this falling wedge. You see that? And look, you had strong bearish divergence, bullish divergence here. Because look, that's swinging down, but that was swinging up. And I told you that was your bottom, and it was. Shoulder, head and a shoulder, bounce to the upside, coming back. How many times have I seen a head and shoulder revisit the neckline? Like 80 to 70% of the time. It happens a lot. Also, sometimes I just take the head out of the inverted head and shoulder, and I always end up with a nice shape. And I've seen it so many times in my life. But don't do this. Like, you can break the rules once you know the rules. For now, I would just keep it on like this. Is that okay? That's beautiful. Thank you so much. If you can close that door, it would be really nice. This one? Yeah, it doesn't need to be open, my love. Thank you so much. So now Bitcoin dominance is doing a retest of the 5-day chart, suggesting that it may want to come back for a vengeance. Now, when dominance pumps, it pumps for two reasons. It pumps when the whole market kind of dumps and people jump into Bitcoin because the altcoins are collapsing. And even with Bitcoin going down, people jump into alts. And so when you see a huge crash in the market, Bitcoin dumps. Or Bitcoin pumps so hard that people just rush out of their alts and jump into Bitcoin. It's going to happen whenever the rally first begins. Bitcoin's going to be the first. You'll see a few little coins rally, but Bitcoin's going to be the first coin to actually explode to the upside. It's going to boom, 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 boom. And what happens is all the newbies panic sell their coins right into Bitcoin. They freak out because they're like, oh my God, I didn't buy enough. And everyone gets scared they didn't buy enough Bitcoin. I'm telling you. I've been there before and I've dealt with all these emotions. So now what I do, I buy enough Bitcoin. And I make sure that I'm accumulating at the right times. All right. This will take time for you to figure out with your emotions, with the ups and downs, but you'll get it. Yeah, so I'm looking for a retest here on the 5-day for Bitcoin. Let's look at the daily chart. Daily chart's pushing up, suggesting that the dominance may actually give up a little more gains. That was a nice little alt run we've had. Can we have a nice little alt move again? However, it could also just represent all over bearishness. But right now, the daily is trying to kind of come back inside the pattern. Interesting. Pretty weird, right? You could try to put it in this too as well. Inside of a bit of a flag here. Like that. All right. It's quite interesting though. Bitcoin dominance. Not that strong on the daily. Trying to push down on the 4-hour too. Or indecisive really. But it is, up, down. It's at the bottom of the channel. Look for it to bounce back to the upside. All right. Bitcoin short's flat. It's down. It's not doing well, so that's good. But look, the 3L's down. Look, they're both down 2%. Oh, no, the 3L's down 2. The short's down 0.0. Total 3 is the market cap of all of the altcoins. They're attempting to double bottom here to the upside. I saw some bullishness on the 4-hour. However, the 4-hour kind of just didn't really give us the move. We need to get above this resistance to get back above this zone at least for total 3. This is the total market cap of all the altcoins. Otherwise, like I showed you, we could be making this downtrend and just starting to come down. This is just like Bitcoin's doing. I show you. We break this level, everything changes. We come down this level, we're bearish. And that's how you trap price. Yo, my Twitch people, man. I love my Twitch people, bro. Let's get twitchy in this BI. Look, I got my Twitch chain. Everyone says they like you wearing a chain when you're on Twitch. That's what I heard, man. I don't know. Is it true? Do you guys like these chains? You don't have to see it. Just know it's there, all right? Know I have a boss chain on, all right? Know that I got a boss chain with a Native American head on it, representing the Native Americans and how they use the earth and everything in the earth to benefit themselves, right? That's the idea behind this. Oh, is it a chain? But I'm going to put on my Twitch chain for my Twitch peoples, man. I love y'all. No, I really do. I think Twitch is powerful, man. I like Twitch. Twitch is amazing. Platinum gold, baby. With a silver ounce. You know, Native American head. Shout out to my Twitch people, bro. I love y'all on Twitch. Let your Twitch friends come on in, man. Let them know we're putting Twitch on the map, man. We're going to take Twitch to the next level. To the, like, it's going to rival everything. Twitches. I love my, what do we call ourselves? Twitchians? Twitcharians? Twitcharians. That's what it is. Like, I thought about it last night. We're Lifearians. I thought about that last night for the first time. We're the lifers, but we're the Lifearians. Shout out to all the Lifearians out on the spot. So Total 3 is the market cap of all of the altcoins. Need a push above this line. You don't get above this line, alts are going to take a nasty dump, and they're going to follow this downward trend to the, and hopefully this is a higher high. So it's the same thing. Look, low, higher high, higher low. You must put in a higher high to remain bullish. Trend analysis. If you put in a lower low, you're basically starting a downtrend. So you're either going to put a higher high and a higher low. This level is going to be the beginnings of that gate. All right. Shout out to everybody here. Let's jump into the chat. I haven't been able to jump into the chat right. It's been a lot of teaching today. A lot of stuff going over, a lot of stuff to look at. Buy Soul now. Soul. 4 people viewing on Twitch. We love Twitch, baby. How's Bookmap looking today? Bookmap's looking good. And everyone, check out Bookmap whenever you can. The link's in the description below. It'll show you what's happening on the order books. Okay? Twitch hitters, baby. I like it. Twitch hitters. That's what we call the Twitch people. Twitchinsons. You're funny, man. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you, Lifer. Bookmap, please. I won't. You can't ask for Bookmap without putting a super chat. Also, but you know what I'm saying. Any Lifer have Bookmap for me? You could post Bookmap to the group for me. If a Lifer has Bookmap, I know we got a bunch of Lifers with Bookmap. Could you post Bookmap for me, and we could post a screenshot of Bookmap? Any thoughts on gold low coming? Shows me 1710. Yeah, gold's probably going to continue to go lower. I like the 10-minute vids after the live. More, please, Lifer. Yeah, man, we do them all the time, man. Send a super chat for a deep dive in our favorite coin. Thank you for saying that, man. And let's get that music back and running. Just run that playlist again. It's a good playlist. And again, if you don't take your money, you're a fool. Always sell when the stochastic. Again, do whatever makes you happy. But when the RSI gets above the dotted line, the stochastics get above the dotted line, and the white 21-day moving average gets super far away from the other moving averages, and the price gets super far away from the 21, you should be selling every single time. Again, I can't tell you what to do, but it's an obvious way to sell whenever you're away from the 21. Price will snap back to the 21. MSWAP may have more gas. Now you want to pull a Fibonacci. If you're at the 618 golden pocket, which you're pretty damn close to, you're on the 618 there, there's a chance you get another move to the upside here after the retracement. All right? And it could be a pretty substantial move because you have a big measured move there. I'm not guaranteeing this, and I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying it's something to watch out for. 15 minutes looking pretty good. Does the 4 hour still kind of technically have momentum? It's not curving, and it just crossed the dotted line. I could see a double top here. Yeah, it's curving a little bit, actually. And the MACD's a little extended. If you do decide to trade this, it's high risk. Like, you're going after the hottest coin that just pumped, but it does it. So people FOMO. People FOMO for stuff like this. Might even just double top. Up 75% gains, but there's a chance you bounce off the 618 fib. This fib just has to hold. So I'm not telling you to get into this. I'm saying if in the next 4 to 5 hours you see candles staying above the zone, it's likely it's probably going to break up to the upside, right? It also has some what's called hidden bullish divergence, because if you take this to this, that is kind of a flat downtrend, and this is an uptrend. And I have to say that's called hidden bullish divergence. If you hit the setting here and we hit our template, hidden bullish divvy. Right? And there you mark it. If you want to know how to mark your templates like that, it's really awesome. Right click, go to settings, go into template, hit save as, make a template, hit text, write the text in. Once you write the text and hit save as, name it what you wrote the text as, and you'll have choices to name your actual lines. Measured move, hidden bull, and then you can help beginners even more. All right. So like you can right click this. And now when they see things on your chart, it's all about conveying a message through the chart, right? And so you hit settings, you go down here and you hit measured move, right? And now you got a measured move. You know who showed me that? One of my students. Shout out to Renair. Renair showed me that, man. Renair, you're the man, dude. I love you. I love giving credit to other people for things that you know. It makes you look humble and smart. People that take credit for what other people show them are losers. That's the worst thing you can do. You know what I'm saying? It's good karma when you know, especially when there are people in your group, people in my trading group. Shout out to Renair, man, for helping out. The student became the teacher right there. You know what I'm saying? So this is extremely high risk. I want to point that out. This trade I'm about to post, very high risk, but the chances are that it could pump. But it's very high risk. All right. And you're looking for indications of the 618 holding up. You're looking for the fib to hold the support level. If you can confirm the fib holding the support level, then, you know, that's what we're talking about. All right. So you're looking for the 0.618 fib to hold. That's what you're looking for. The 0.618 fib to hold. That's what you need. That would be a beautiful thing. All right. And I'm sorry, my charts are a little more, I'm on vacation. I have a little less time, so my charts aren't as like, usually they're just like fired off with 100 details, and I will try to be more detailed, but when I see things too last night, like I'm ripping through AIOZ and I'm seeing things, you know. Look, we had this at a Sabby Cup and Handy Sam 3L. Look at this giant cup and handle for Sam 3L, and it just blasted. It blasted. And I believe it's up like 70-something%. 83 at this point. Right now it's holding 71% gains, and that's Sammy coming handy to the upside. Yes, yes, yes. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's jump back into that chat. Let's keep you motivated. Let's keep you excited. Let's keep it going, baby. Super chat. Send in a super chat for a deep dive or your favorite coin. Is this really live or just recorded video? You think this is recorded video? I just read what you said. How could this be live? That's strange. Sammy Cup and Handy. This is very live, Indian King. Am I that good? Dude, what an amazing trip, man. Pretty wild. Sleeping in the shadows of Mount Vesuvius. Dude, you're the man, dude. You've been everywhere in the last 2 years, man. You've been all around the world, man. We'll be back home and back to work next week. No worries, man. I wish I could take a vacation. I got 600 people on me, though. I can't do that. I try to take a vacation. It just never seems to happen anymore. This is the live every day. He hasn't missed a day in 530 days. It is so professional, and it could be recorded. Shout out to Jamie. Thank you. Does your chart look like his? This is live, baby. Let's get it, lifer. You're on fire today, Sam. Shout out to Subculture. Just got back from Zion. Love it, love it, love it. Love you, bro. You're a boss, my brother. You're a boss, Muser, man. I love you, bro. I live in between two active volcanoes. Big every here. Big every here. What does that mean, big every here? Smash the likes for the lifer. That is funny. Shout out to Pastor Brandon Joinsenson. Thank you, Brandon. I hope you're having good with your community. Pastoring. The community, you know. Look, that's a double top. See that? That's an M pattern. You know, usually an M will probably take you down, and you're getting overbought, you know, just, you know. And do you have some bearish div? You kind of do. That swings up. That doesn't swing up as sharp. I don't know, though. There could be some gas out of that. Interesting. 7-minute time frame. It's kind of cup and handling on the 7. See that? 7-minute has paid me many times. I'll tell you that. I wouldn't be surprised if you got another little scalp here on the 7-minute. Again, you got to chart your stuff yourself. Don't ever in your life just jump into something that I chart. Like, how dare you? You know? Will you deep dive Costa? No, I will not. Costa is garbage. I never want to talk about it. I think it's a piece of garbage. That's my deep dive. How's that? I will never touch it. I'll never talk about it. I don't want anything to do with it. I think it's a scam project, and I don't want anything to do with it. I'm not going to bring it up ever again. I appreciate your super chat. I would never touch it with a 10-foot pole. It goes in the same list as Squid went for me. As just like, there's a lot of weird coins that give me a bad vibe. ICP is another one of them. I won't touch it. I don't care about it. And Costa's another one. I don't even want it on my channel. I never want to mention it again. Hasta la vista, Costa Bista. It's over, bro. I'm done. I don't want to talk about that coin ever again. All right. Sorry about that, but that's how I feel. Best deep dive ever, man. You're funny, man, right? Orbiting the sun at 67 miles per hour and feeling a little motion sickness. Glad to be brought down to reality by the lifer. You're funny, man. Ape to me. Oh my God, you guys are getting. See, I didn't read any of the articles on Ape. I don't waste my time on that. See, if you did, that means you spent way too much time reading things and not in the charts, man. I don't care about what. I don't care. It was a joke. Love you, Sam. Thank you so much. You're the best, man. I love you. Thank you, Tyler. I'm sorry, Tyler and Sarah. I figured as such. I mean, Tyler and Sarah, you guys like you guys would go like volcano hunting with me or like whitewater rafting. I feel like you guys would go on adventures with me. I should have known. Costa is straight garbage. Yo, men lie, women lie. Charts never lie. Shout out to Steve, man. Men lie, women lie. The charts never lie. Shout out to Steve, man. I love Steve for saying stuff like that, and he's spot on, dude. He's spot on. Look at this flagging on the 7-minute. GMT getting a little bit of flag action. GMT 3 out. Attempting to flag a little bit there. Kai. I like Kai, but not, to me, I like trading the 4 hour. When the 4 hour starts to get high, wow, Kai did some damage in the 4 hour, though. I was looking at it last night. Funny. Cardia chain, right? HOTCROSS buns. Talked about it possibly. Someone asked, right? We said, well, it could double bottom here and make some gains. It did. 38%. Look at that. I called a double bottom with the falling wedge, positioned ourselves there, and it did break up 38% gains for HOTCROSS. That's how you do it, everyone. And that was simple. Look at that. 21-day moving average price boomed. MACD was turning. You were low on the stochastics, low on the RSI. I mean, it was all there. It was a ballsy move because you had to buy the complete bottoms. But it is what it is, It is what it is. Super chats, ERSDL. Send in the super chats, everybody. That's how the show goes. It makes it fun. Half the fun for me is to do what I do, and I do my hardcore show from like 10 to 10:30, 10 to 11:30, and then this one got stopped out. Not every trade I post gets stopped out. Let's make that a point. I love to point out my trades that don't play out, because if every trade played out, I'd be a freaking loser, and there'd be no way. I'd be lying to everybody. So I love when at least a few don't play out, because we got to prove to you guys that not every trade's going to play out. You're going to get, how much did you lose here on a stop loss? 42%, trying to gain 195. And that's a big boy. Like, I would put a very small amount. The bigger the stop loss, the less money I'm putting in the trade. You know what I'm saying? And it just didn't happen. However, it is consolidating and getting very, very tight. The last time we saw something like this, it did make a pretty big move. All right. So this is tight consolidation. I will give you that. Very, very tight. And you're flagging out at the top, and you're low on the 4 hour, which a lot of coins are not. It's a good sign. It's a good sign. And now you're flagging here on the 1 hour. Let's take a look at what we see. Bit of a cup and handle here too. Look, it's a sloppy cup with a handle. It's a sloppy cup and handle here. Try to position that bottom trend and say you're in that tight triangle. ERSDL does look like it wants to break out. It's very tight on the 1 hour. Look at that. Very tight in this channel. It's going to pick one way or the other soon. It's going to break the bottom or the top trend line. It's a bit of a descending triangle, but the 1 hour wants to push out. The 4 hour wants to push out. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing continues to bump. And it got tight inside its bigger channel. I'd be looking for this for a possible gain today. Again, it has to hold a level of support here, and it could dump in 2 seconds. Anything is possible. I want to make that very clear. Everything I post could dump in 1 second or not. There's no guarantees that any of these are going to play out. There's about a 60, I think this is like a 58-60% chance you might have a play here. But again, you have to figure that out on your own. You got to, and that's why nothing can take away your time in the market. The more time you have in the market, no one can say anything about you. Like, people can say institutional traders, this and that, all this. We've been here day in and day out. I can see things in the charts that most people can't see. Look, we're going to pull a Fibonacci here too. And we're not going to forget. Sometimes people just forget. Beginners just forget to pull the Fib. They forget to do the support and resistance. Right now, you're riding the 786 Fibonacci, and you got to a low between the 786 and the 886. It's a pretty good retracement for that pump to the upside. Tells you that you may actually be happy for a move. So ERSDL on the radar for possible 50% gains, all right? And be looking at the support and resistance for other places to take profit, all right? And your fib levels too as well. Like, this fib level coincides with a possible take profit area. ERSDL in the 382 Fibonacci, all right? Possible 51% chance coming, but again, nothing's guaranteed. The last trade didn't play out, so it doesn't mean it's guaranteed. I'm proud of you for not taking Bybit promotion links. Thank you, man. It was really hard. They emailed me so many times and tried to give me so much money. I'm telling you right now, they tried to offer me boatloads of money, 50 grand a month, 60 grand a month. I mean, that's a lot of money. 60, that's a house in Florida. That was my house. I would have had my house in Florida easy if I just did the Bybit stuff. But I can't do it, man. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. You know who does the Bybit stuff is Cameron Files. Like every single one of these dudes that I say 90% of the YouTubers are doing the Bybit thing, man. It's really sad. Where is the backbone? Where is the real person creating their own content, believing in themselves, creating their own income through their own content? Like I create income through my tutoring sessions. I create income through my trading courses, and I create income through my, through my affiliate links that I do with Bookmap, KuCoin, 3 Commas, things that I actually use and love. You know what I'm saying? Just tuned in. Why not Bybit? Because they shill. Because when you're a Bybit shill, because leverage trading is shady. I'm telling you right now. And when you trade leverage, what Bybit does is they pay all the people that are telling you to trade leverage a bunch of money. They get a commission a month, and they get commissions on your losses and your wins. So when they show you that they're like, when Crypto or all these other big YouTubers come out, and whoever they are, I didn't want to put a name, but when a random YouTuber comes out and says, I'm in this trade for this much, blah, blah, blah. If they lose the trade, they're going to get so much money on the losses that it's going to pay for their loss, and they're actually going to make profit on the lost trade. You get it? So they're not taking the same risk they're telling you they're taking. Okay? I have a KuCoin link, but it's spot trading. I use KuCoin, dude. It's spot trading. And I don't tell anyone to trade leverage at all. And I only trade the 3L and the 3S tokens. Leverage trading makes beginners lose money really fast. You have a way higher probability of staying in the game if you spot trade. And that's why I tell people to spot trade, man. You know what I'm saying? Dude, every single person with a Bybit link is getting paid thousands of dollars a month, dude. Every time they show you a $10,000 trade with 10x leverage, I'm in for 100 grand. So what? They blow through the 10 grand. They're going to make 50 grand that month. And all of you are going to lose too. They're not taking the same risk as you. Back in my day, we called them double glazing door-to-door salesmen. Now they're Bybit chillers. Bitcoin respecting the 618. There you go. Bybit is a super platform, bro. The problem is with fake traders that make money off other traders. But Bybit has good liquidity and features. I don't know. I disagree. I disagree because they shilled Costa on you. Like, you're wrong, dude. You're wrong. I'm out of it. I never knew about 3S and 3L. Thanks, Lifer, for teaching us. I don't think many people know about it. No, many people don't. It's a very small section of the internet that knows about 3L and 3S tokens. So super chats, Vulcan and BNB on the 4-hour. Let's take a look at Vulcan at VLCN. I don't know what VNCN is. I know PYR, which is Vulcan Forge, but I don't know what VYCN is. Let's take a look at BTC. Seems to be falling off as we suggested. You said it was respecting the 618. I kind of disagree with that, but we'll take a look. Maybe it bounced off the 618 here. So the 4-hour, you see the pattern, and it's likely you're probably coming down here, but you're indecisive, and you did break back above 20K. You're holding 20K support. At the end of the day, you're holding the support. See right there? Can even bring this down a little bit. You're holding this support right here. Right there. Resistance, support line. You're even holding this support at the bottom of the trend right now. 15 minutes push it down on you, but the 7-minute could be the one that turns on you first. Right now it's the 7-minute. And you'll learn this. Some days it's the 15. Some days it's the 1 hour. Some days the 15 and the 7 are together. You don't need the 7. But right now the 7 is heading lower, but the 15-minute wants to push down on you. But the 7 minutes way ahead of the 15. And in that case, could we kind of and boom out? And could that flip the 15? See, I've seen the 7 flip the 15. I've seen the 1 hour flip the 15. I've seen the 4-hour flip the 1 hour. I've seen the daily flip the 1 hour. I've seen the 4-hour flip the daily. I've seen the weekly flip the daily. And you don't know what I mean by flipping. I mean is you're going to start to see pressure on stochastics RSI before you see it somewhere else. You're going to see it bleed into the other time frame. This is something I teach my students. This is like a stochastic science. We actually probably spend more time on the stochastics RSI than any other trading group that ever existed. And so we broke this indicator, this oscillator down for everything that it gives. It's half points, it's mid points, how it correlates from the 15 to the 1 hour, how the 1 hour moves with the 4 hour. This is why I get in on the 4 hour when I'm trading the 4 hour, I get in on the 1 hour. When I'm trading the 1 hour, I get in on the 15. We perfected these ideas through time and space, by watching this oscillator just like a hawk and learning so much about it. Like the 5 minute is suggesting we're going to get a bounce here and stay sideways and not go lower than the previous resistance. Smaller time frames can start to battle the resistance for you when they get pinned. Okay. This is also a very bullish pattern that should break out 68% of the time. You have a 70% chance if you rounding up that this is going to break out. It's not guaranteed, but there's a 70% chance. All right. Now, look, someone said the 618. I'll pull a mini fib here. And he said, yeah, it did respect the 618. You were spot on. I'm sorry for saying anything shady gaming. You're spot on, dude. Yeah, because look, I drew the fib there, the 618, and now we're bouncing on the 0.5. So you can see how that fib is being respected by Bitcoin. Okay. Also, we're not talking about the BTC pairs. Haven't brought it up this morning. I was like, man, I should bring them up. So look, you could have made a beast on your Bitcoin. One Bitcoin turned into 2 Bitcoins on this trade. One Bitcoin turned into 1.25 Bitcoins on this trade. One Bitcoin turned into 80% more Bitcoin on this trade. Hey, brother, would like to show you the high time frame and low time frame stochastic on the LIFER indicator B. It'd be cool. It's just like my mind is. I would like to at one point. I also have defiance disorder, and even though you're my friend, technically you're trying to make me do something, and because I have defiance disorder, like I won't. It's hard for me to do it. Isn't that weird? But even though I'm showing something that will help us all, defiance disorder always kicks in at any moment during my stream, and I'm like, damn, someone's trying to make me put something on the screen, even though you're my best friend and I love you and you help me build the indicator. But that's how bad the disorder is, you know. Does the price level have to break above the wick or the candle for the trend to continue? Yeah. Because I have 6 other things. I'm freestyling right now, and I have 7 things in a line that I'm waiting to do. So you're going to, once I enter that, you know, but I'll put it into the logarithmic view of things. And if it comes into play, we'll get to it for sure. Dance for me, Sam. I like to dance. See, that's a little different. I love dancing. See, that's a little different. You know, you got to use reverse psychology. Ask LIFER not to show the indicator. Damn, you want to see it, don't you? You guys are funny, man. But I love Danny so much that now I feel rude. And so now I'm going to have to show the indicator. You see? So let's delete all the indicator stuff. And let's see what the indicator says for Bitcoin. And we did trend analysis today too. We did a lot today. We did a lot. We made our own indicator, everybody. And most people would put it out and sell it on you immediately just to shill and make a bunch of money. I'm not like that. I'm OCD. It's got to be perfect. It's got to be right. And I got to just feel complete. All right. It gave you a buy signal right there and a rocket ship. But then it also gave you a sell signal immediately after on the daily. You know why? Because the daily just did something funky. Like it resonated and it didn't break a previous high. At the end of the day, I mean, that's a bear pennant, right? Like when you just break it down, simply put, bear pennant to the downside, right? And we're going to a 10K, 11,000. Don't be surprised if you see $10,000 Bitcoin. I told you I have 50,000 on the side waiting for 5 Bitcoins. You're going to watch me buy 5 Bitcoins live. People are going to be like, oh my God, he just bought 5 Bitcoins in front of everybody. It's going to be epic. It's going to be epic. So get ready. You know what I'm saying? Because it's happening. All right. Then I'm going to trade the BTC pairs up. What are BTC pairs? Tomorrow, if you come to the live stream, we're going to go over BTC pairs at 11:15. I'm going to write that down. Write that down. I'm going to write it down. 11:15 tomorrow, we'll be going over BTC pairs. So every time in the live, we try to add another additional piece of information that'll help you where you need to go. They don't do that on the other channels. They don't teach you all this conceptualized notions of time and space. All right. So look, if you go to the 4-hour time frame here and you're looking and you click on this indicator, I don't know if I'm allowed to show this, Danny. Am I? Jesus. You know, and you go to inputs. All right. You're going to go to HTF and LTF. All right. What does that mean? Well, that's low time frame and higher time frame. So you want to see, showing the ATR trailing stop loss too. We love that. It shows you where you should put your stop loss. It's amazing. This indicator is amazing. Multi-time frame screener. Yeah. See, I don't even know how to do this. You put me on the spot, Danny, and it just doesn't work well. Because look, I'm on the wrong indicator. I should be down here on the time frame. See, because this wasn't planned, in any way, shape, or form. So that's why. And then I get a little frustrated, and then I just, why did you make me show the indicator in front of everybody? So we have lower time frame and higher time frame stochastic. You see what that's doing is we're going to be able to see the 4 hour, and honestly, yeah, and I can't do it right now, Danny. I can't do it. I don't know it well enough. So, see, you just joshed me, dude. You don't get how much I do, man. And I don't spend enough time on the indicator at all. I'm being honest with everybody here. I just don't. I make all my gains doing this. I don't use any indicators. The indicator is supposed to help us, and I'm supposed to use it for help. But I'm OCD, and I've been just doing this for freaking. If you've been doing something for 8 years, and someone gives you something that you only have for 6 months, it can't beat the 8 years of constant. My wife tells me to use the indicator. I forget about it all the time. Like, it's crazy, man. And I feel bad saying that. I'm just so honest. I'm brutally honest. And I'm so brutally honest, it hurts me sometimes. But I don't care, Yeah, I think the indicator will help if I spend time on it. But I'm afraid once I start spending time on the indicator, I'm going to miss gains. So I'm having a hard time incorporating the indicator into my life because I already know how to make gains. So I make gains, you know what I'm saying? I make the gains. Like, I can't really, it's hard for me, So far, I haven't used it for an edge yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't allocate the time to use it. If that makes sense, and this is actually deep learning as TA. If you have systems that work, it's very hard to put another system into your system because you're going to be so stuck in your system, it's going to be very difficult to implement another system. You see? Doesn't mean the indicator isn't working. See, the indicator is amazing and it works really well. I am stubborn. This indicator probably gives perfect buy and sell signals, and all I have to do is use them. It's the same thing as I am that stubborn. And I'm such a brass tacks guy. Like, I want to freaking fight till my hands are callous. Like, I want to beat back, I just want to get in there. It did give you a buy right there, and that pushed you to the upside. It gave you a perfect buy signal. It's a beautiful indicator. What I'll tell you how the indicator is good, and see, now I backtalk the indicator, but why it's good is because you see me right now going on the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and multiple time frames. What we did on the indicators, we put multiple time frames at once. Look at here too. See this check signal and all this stuff? This is giving you the signals on the RSI and the SRSI. It's telling you the weekly's good, the 3 days good, the daily isn't, and we're kind of indecisive here. I don't know what that symbol means. In the middle? Yeah, in the middle. On the 4 hour, we're completely in the middle in the 4 hour. Like we don't have a thumbs up, we don't have a thumbs down. I've never seen that in my life. So this indicator, on top of everything else it's doing, it's giving you ATR stop losses, right? It's giving you money. It's giving you the money flow. It's giving you so many things that all the other indicators do. It's giving you the Williams, and what it's doing is it's giving you the stochastics RSI on multiple time frames. Like on the 4 hour, I can see the 1 hour Stokes and I can see the daily Stokes, I believe, because the lower time frame would be the 1 hour, the higher time frame would be the daily. And so I'm able to see all those Stokes at one time instead of having to go through multiple Stokes. However, I don't know which ones they are, and I have to sit with Danny and figure them out, and I haven't spent enough time. So what Danny did was he figured all the things that I was doing, and he tried to incorporate a live constant screening so I don't have to go back and forth as much. However, I kind of like going back and forth. So it's like I am OCD and I like what I do. It's just weird, man. Yeah. When we put up the indicator, it should be a thought out process. We shouldn't just throw it out on the live. It should be kind of it should be a day where we decide I'll go over it with you for like 2 to 3 hours. I'm going to talk about going over it. Yeah, I'm not good when I get thrown to do things. I'm just not good. I'm not perfect, man. There's some really, really weird things about me that I'm being honest about. So, and I know them about myself, and it is what it is. At least I know myself, and I'll work on them. What I'm good at is making gains with my oscillators, right? Day in and day out. MNET did pop. Someone told us about it, and had we listened just 2 hours ago, it did pop a little bit. And that's the struggle. Danny worked on the indicator, and I want to put it out so bad and help him get paid and split the money with him and have fun. But at the same time, I want it to be perfect. And at the same time, I'm running my own company, and I'm super, super busy. So I want to implement it right. I want to do it right. And I'm having a hard time fitting that all in. It's not easy for me. It's very challenging, actually, extremely. At the same time, my heart goes out to Danny, and all I want to do is help him. So I'm like stuck in this like OCD, like, you know, and I have to produce gains every single day. I have 600 people and a lot of pressure on me and thousands of people watching the channel. And so I use what works. You know what I'm saying? If you had that much pressure on you, it wouldn't be that easy for you to just whip it up real quick and just use a different indicator. It wouldn't be that easy. So people got to give me they got to give me a little bit of, you know, a little wiggle room here and understand what I'm going through and how it all fits together, you know? But yeah, and I didn't think I would ever say this out loud. I'm being very open here, but that's who I am, man. Kind of messy. Lifers is better, he said. Danny is the man. Danny the man. Lifer exclusive indicator. That is in development. Yeah. It's all good. Sorry to throw a wrench in the works. Takes a real man to admit his faults in front of 500 people. Thank you for 518. You're the best. Yeah, because Danny just exposed the part of my personality that is like not good, you know, like, or that I'm trying to work on, you know, and he did it like right in front of everyone and he didn't mean to. You see what I'm saying? It's just, that's how I have some, dude, you don't obsessively run a trading group, go 580 some odd days straight without having obsessive compulsive disorder. Like, it's a disorder, as you can clearly see. You guys pay for this disorder. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Lifers, for the 520 lives this morning. Lovely Lifers watching from around the world. Just one click to truly help others find the Lifer community. I have the same issue. DXY is about to hit major resistance. That's what we're thinking, man. Big Tuna Crypto audio is perfect. Thank you for saying that, man. I worked really hard on it today. I appreciate that. Danny, I love you, man. We're going to put out the indicator. Trust me. I need to spend more time with you, bro. And I don't have it. I just don't have it. Like today, I'm going to get off this live stream and I want to actually hang out with my family. My sister's kids didn't see me at all. So, like, I'm not going to probably I'm going to put out as many charts as I can. I'm going to try to spend 4 hours hanging out with my family. Then I'm going to back to the charts, do updates for 2 hours. Then I'm going to hang out with my family for 3 hours. Then I'll come back to the chart, do updates. I'm going to get maybe 6 hours with my family if I'm lucky today. You see what I'm saying? And that's just how it is, man. I pay for the limitless guy. Might be cool to let the elite lifers chart around with it and see how it goes. We did. We've already done that. They've had it for months now. We've been doing that. Trust me. We've done that, Pastor. We do that. Yeah. 525 likes. You people are awesome. Unbelievable. $29 in chat revenue. Where are the super chats? Let's take a look. Meanwhile, Mr. Cameron hasn't even streamed in 5 days now. See, dude? He took 5 days off, dude. That's why we're going to crush his channel. We're going to get to 100K before he does. Shout out to Jordan, man, who's taking days off. Look, hold on. People say that he messes with me, so we got to mess with him, man. And I'm giving him promotion right now, so it's good. But I know if you watch my channel, you probably won't watch his because you won't get a lot of information. But look, he's got 68,000 subs. He's had 60,000 since I started my channel at like 10,000. So I've tripled up, and he's made like, I don't know, whatever. Who cares? I think he's a really nice guy, and I want him to go to the moon. I want everyone to have a great life. If he has a great life, he's going to invite me over to his mansion. It's going to be a good life. So there's no, I love him and I hope everything goes well for him. I'm just, when you take days off, 4 days ago, look at that. When you take days off, this is what happens. You know, when you take days off, people are going to eat. I'm going to eat his subscribers while he's off. You see? No, he's on vacation, dude. Come on. He was talking smack the other day anyway. See, he was talking smack. See? And I don't talk smack. I'm nice. I don't have to talk smack. I could teach him how to become a multimillionaire. He obviously isn't one yet. I love your life. You're so competitive, and it is an asset. I'm very competitive. Very. Especially when it comes to YouTube. Jordan likes Pee Wee Herman of crypto. It kind of show, but fun. I have OCD too. I understand. Maybe look at delegating decisions, like the indicator to your team. It's not easy. No, I did. We've done that. We've been doing that. We're doing everything we can. Are you able to look at the Vulcan chart? Oh, yeah. Let's take a look at it. BRISE, baby. We put it out yesterday to the upside. BRISE, banging on them. I love it. And how much is it up? We talked about BRISE last night. Up 15%, making a little bit of a move. BRISE. I like BRISE. Cup and handle, it could make a gain. VLCN. What is VLCN? Volcon. That's on the NASDAQ. I'm not going to be looking at things on the NASDAQ. Not happening. Sorry. Appreciate you, but it doesn't happen. Lifer runs a tight ship. He is the man. Shout out to Grip, man. I love you, bro. He has a Bybit link, so he might be a millionaire. Jordan is unbearable, yeah. Yeah, see, and he also has a Bybit link on top of all that. Like, I gotta stop. Don't get me started now. We all have disorders, man. My wife says, stop labeling yourself. You're a beautiful person. I trust her on that. I wish I was the Pee Wee Herman of crypto, though. 15-minute resetting on GMT. And it's that ascending triangle still. Yummy. Ooh, really? Let's take a look at GMT real quick. And Burger in a flag here on the 5-minute. I believe Burger's about to do some damage on the BTC pair. You do whatever makes you happy. But, yeah, that just like, and there's a little bit of shoulder, a head and a shoulder there. That can make a move. I like gains in my sleep. I like gains in my sleep. Ice cream swap first X on BRC20 chain. Ooh, BRC20. That's got to be Cardano, isn't it? Shout out to Mana Simulator. We love you. I ain't banning nobody, man. My moderators will, though. Tell BRISE is a good project. I think BRISE is a good project, man. BTC pushing up against resistance, rubbing it up. It's rubbing up. It's rubbing up against resistance there, right? So look at this, and I have no idea what I'm saying. You see, I gotta go back. I gotta go back to my life for basic, man. But the indicator is amazing. I'm telling you that right now. I have spent probably 20 hours on it already. I need to spend about 100 hours on it to really feel comfortable with it, you know? Yeah, see, your 1 hour's turning bearish on you right now, though. You see? It's all about this channel. You can just keep talking about it, but I believe we're heading to the lower part of the channel. I gave it some space, see? Coming down here. That would be the best case scenario. Wow, 15-minute is pressing down, though, and that's a good sign. So when the 15-minute resets and you don't dump, likely you're going to pump. I've played this so many times in my life, and that's why I love Stochastics RSI. Also, it's going to get way easier to trade once a bull run actually starts, or we actually, even if we don't get a bull run, we just get an uptrend for a while. It's going to be so much easier to trade. I don't even like using the word easy, but it's going to be less difficult. I'll tell you that right now. I mean, you got the 200-day riding through the I've seen this break out on an altcoin, on a coin on the NASDAQ so many times in my life, right? And so I see this making a move here. I do. 68% chance Bitcoin is going to break out again on the 15-minute and break past this resistance. It's looking bullish to me on the 15. All right? It's not looking bearish, I'll tell you that. And 20K is holding with the 200-day moving average. Not too shabby. Let me hold that little baby. How's she doing?
She woke up, she snoozed, you know.
Can I hold her real quick?
She likes to snooze. Like,
Hold her, baby. Hey, look at this beautiful dress. Look at this beautiful.
Oh. How about some water? I bet that'll make you happy.
A little bit of water? Doing damage?
No, she just wants mommy.
All right. Sad when the baby wants nothing to do with you, but it's your creation with your wife and God, but wants nothing to do with you. Sometimes it's sad as a man.
She wants you sometimes.
Trust me, trades since the top, it's been hard. It's like cake in a bull run. Yeah. Bitcoin 618 held. 0.5 Stokes reset. We going up, baby. It looks like we may. It looks like we very well may. I'm 100% on that with you. Where do we pull the fib? I know I pulled the fib on this. I'll do it again. Wick to wick, everybody. Yeah, and it bounced off the 618 right there. Look at that. Actually bounced off the golden pocket. Dude. Golden pocket, man. I know the feeling. Kids just love their mama. Can't blame them, though. I know. He said you want doing damage? Ben Savage is what people need. If savagery stops just one person getting wrecked, trusting a shiller, then it was worth it. Like Ryan Matta. That's what I'm trying to say. Being a savage is what people need. I'm telling you right now, man. Enough being nice to these YouTubers that are cutting people's, you know, enough, dude. BNB on the 4-hour, wreck on USDT, 6100, Sphinx Labs, DeFi app, Lav. Dude, we went over Sphinx a bunch of times. It looks pretty hot. I do like Sphinx Labs. Seem to be making some headway and making some moves. Bitcoin at 20,150, plowing ahead, baby. As we all suggested, my trading group's pretty on point, huh? Let's take a look at GMT. We really trade here. You're with a group of real traders. Like, this is real trading. Like, all day long, my trading group is like the real deal. I don't know what these other guys are doing, but this is the real deal. Yeah, GMT, to me, it's funny. Look, it's not saving my work today. That is weird. This is the third time now I've drawn this on GMT. GMT is retesting the top of the trend line. You see that? That's what it's doing. That's a retest. Retests usually bounce to the upside for gains. Like it's the safest place to get gains right there. The retest and the 21-day moving average with the falling wedge breaking to the upside and a flag. GMT 3 out for the retest. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is a little too high for me. High risk at that point if you're trading the 15. I have to say. But it does have a measured move. And that is a retest. Some could even consider it just still in the pattern and do this. Nah, I don't do that because it takes away that top notch. Retest for me. Possible 15% gains out of this, at least 3 to 10. I go for 3 to 10 every day. If I get any more, I'm lucky. That's a bit of a rounded cup with a handle too to the upside. I watch GMT on the 15-minute, but remember, it's extended on the 1 hour. Okay. People who take days off, man, it's funny. It's hard not to. You know why? It's extremely hard not to take a day off. You have to carry, because eventually you're going to have to go visit family. So you're going to have to bring equipment with you. And if you don't want to bring equipment with you, pack your car and get it regulated, then you can't. Honestly, your YouTube channel and your life has to make some money. You need to have some money. I'll be honest with you, to do a live stream every single day. Because I know I have the car for it. I know I can make the reservations for it. I know I can ship things if I need to. I can buy all the travel equipment I need and keep my home studio ready to go. Like, I'm about to buy a Rodecaster Pro just for traveling. But I did bring my Rodecaster Pro all the way from home, man. Like, and I could have even just used the little Scarlett Pro, but I wanted it to be nice for you guys. Like, I used to have I have a pod mic. Look, I usually have a pod mic. My old stuff was a pod mic. I actually have it here. It's so crazy. Like, I have backups on backups in case things don't work. You know, I think this channel should be about like how to never stop whatever job you're at, like how to be 24/7. Could become like a new niche thing, but I mean, look, this is the cloud lifter right here. See the cloud lifter? Cloud lifter is super important if you need it. Then I have a pod mic here. This is like $150 pod mic, really good mic. And then I have the Scarlett right here. That setup right there will give you great sound. It really will. Like with the cloud lifter, the pod mic, and the Scarlett with the doing damage sticker on it. And I'm telling you right now, like that used to be my travel setup. And then I said, no, not good enough. I'm bringing the podcast. And then people say the sound isn't loud. I could have got the sound really loud with the podcaster. The cloud lifter does amazing things. I actually might implement it into the show.
You can take off and I'll fill in for you.
You want to fill in?
Yeah.
Really?
You want me to?
Yeah, jump on in.
Okay.
I'm getting a little tired.
Okay.
Put on the headphones so you can hear yourself. Let me put the headphones on.
Okay.
Let me make sure you can see yourself.
Okay, so the baby and I are filling in.
Tell them a little bit about what it's like to be the lifer.
No, I'm gonna show them how to read the charts. Okay.
You gotta put your hand on the mouse though. How are you gonna do that?
Where am I?
You're right there.
Hello everyone. The CRYPTOLIFER is taking the rest of the afternoon off, and the baby and I are filling in. We're here to answer any questions you may have.
Can you see the chat?
No, where's the chat?
Huh?
About trading. This is Trading 101. So.
Hold up, Alt-Tab, and hit that chat right there. It'll pop up for you.
This is what happens when you're on vacation. Here we go.
All right.
Okay.
You guys are lucky, man. You get to see the sexiest woman on earth.
What is the best time frame to monitor for trend analysis? It is good to look at all the time frames. It depends, you know, if you're going in for a 24-hour trade, I would suggest looking at the 1 hour chart. Good morning. This is awesome. None of this is financial advice, by the way. What's your favorite indicators? I like to look at the Stokes, but I like to look at all the indicators that the lifer looks at. So I check everything. So for example, I'll look at the max. Huh? I do. I always tell him to see everything and also check out Danny's indicator because it is very precise. We are looking forward to getting that out to you guys. Do you also trade? I do trade. I like to hold. So when Sam says, oh, this looks really ugly, everything's ugly, everyone's scared, I like to buy a little bit of BTC or whatever else. What's your favorite Afghan dish? Oh, there's a yogurt dish. It's like a yogurt beef dumpling that I absolutely love. Yeah, she pays attention. That's awesome, Crypto Wifer. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome, by the way. Now we find who the real he's very, very intelligent. I just help keep him in order. So he's here, there, and everywhere, and I just help hone him in. A sailor does not jump ship when the seas are rough. A lifer does not keep his knowledge when they're absolutely.
Are the views going up or down?
I don't know where the views are. I don't even know where they are. Porter. Okay. What is your perfect breakfast? I love going out to eat brunch, but I also love staying at home. Sam makes amazing blueberry pancakes, and we enjoy them.
We don't use Bisquick. Tell them how we make it.
We don't make Bisquick. It's flour, baking powder, butter.
Babe, look at the camera.
Where's
Not
the camera?
yourself.
Well, how can I look
They
at?
don't see that.
But
all they see is this screen and you.
I
They
know,
don't
but I'm reading the chat and I can't read the
put
chat.
it onto the screen.
Oh, I see. Okay. The lifer is very particular about how
Very
things get.
particular. Oh, now she's breaking
Very-
the comment. Look, she's throwing things out of the box.
Very particular. Walaikum salam. This is kind of surreal, but you're doing better than the lifer. I do everything better than the lifer. You know what I mean? Okay. Love having the lifer on. Blueberry pancakes sound so good. You guys are making me hungry talking about pancakes. Watch the likes hit 600. Where are the likes, Sammy? Where are the people? How many people are watching right now? So this is my first time being live, guys. Like really live. This is. Can Sam conquest? Aw.
Hit live streaming right there, and it'll give us the information.
Oh, somebody's attacking me, undressing me on camera.
470. Wow. Oh, the views went down hard. See?
Yeah, I know. But anyways, I'm gonna let you finish off. We
She's
love
not
you guys
worried.
too.
He's gonna yell that the views went down and freak out. It's the end of the show, though. It is the end.
It is, yeah.
People
Happy
leave it
wife.
up.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
have fun. Have fun.
No.
It's not all about views and money. Let's have fun today. Let's have fun.
I'm having fun. I was gonna come and say hello and then say goodbye and you know.
I like
wrap it up.
Questions, though, I have the baby.
We are answering. It was nice. Aw, it was so nice. Oh, hi Jamal. Jamal's such a nice guy. It was so nice seeing you and your girlfriend in St. Petersburg. What did I think when I first met him? I was like, what a handsome man. And then I started talking to him and I was like, he's handsome and he's just, he's very sweet. And then I got to know him a little better and I was like, I better run for the hills. But then I got to know him a little better than that and I was like, you know what? There's something to this guy. Let me stay around. Words just don't need to describe what the Life family has done. Aw, thank you. Dustin, you're so awesome. What is this? What do I have on my head?
It's a Bitcoin hat. No.
Okay. Now he wants so much love and respect. Oh, thank you. Dustin, you're so awesome. You're such a positive person. Your emails, everything is so thoughtful. Oh, God. Okay. Best adult dating site. We're getting spam, Sam.
What? Yeah.
What did you think when he first talked about crypto? So it's interesting because we met somebody who told us to buy Ethereum at a street fair, and it was so cheap, and I was like,
$9.
it was $9. Yeah, he has a great memory. He's like an elephant.
I'll never
But
forget.
I was like, you're crazy. What is this? I didn't understand the concept of digital currency at all. I didn't even understand what currency really was, and he broke it down for me, and now I understand. It's not, our dollar isn't backed by gold, so it makes sense because energy goes into making Bitcoin and other digital assets. Anyway, so he told us to buy it, and Sam went, he bought it, and we were actually on Martha's Vineyard, and we saw it go up, and like that was the first time we ever talked about crypto or
about Ethereum at $89.
about Ethereum, yeah. And it went to $500. You made like $500, yeah.
And it was my first buy. I bought Litecoin at $5.
This is defines disorder affect your life. Defines disorder is a pain in my, Okay, this is Oh, I don't do voice impressions. I do know. No, get out of here. No, I don't make. I cook. So Sam, he doesn't love Afghan food, so I cook him American food. He actually likes Italian food, chicken parm. Every time we go out, he orders chicken parm. Oh, thank you, and we appreciate all of you guys.
Tell him you're Afghan.
Sam, all these coins with great profit, are they all on KuCoin? Most coins that he speaks about are on KuCoin. KuCoin is awesome.
90%.
Yeah. The monthly candle close, no way. That drives me crazy. Oh, thank you, Subculture. Anyway, Sammy, I'm going to say goodbye to everyone. Do you want me to close? I don't know how to.
No, I'll get off.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for having me. This was a lot of fun. We worked well together. Wifo Crypto Cooking Show. I do love to cook. I make homemade bread. We make homemade pasta together. I make pizza from scratch. We like to eat. We try to eat, whole foods. Bye, everyone. Have a good day. Enjoy this wonderful day. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you guys on the next live stream. Actually, he's gonna come back to say that. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. We are so happy to have you. We get all your emails. We read all your emails. We love you. It is, it's a real community, and we feel it, and we are so happy to be a part of it because the people that we're around are so amazing and loving and just. And I wish this was I wish the world was like this on a larger scale. Like what we have here is just everybody being wonderful to each other, like the love, the support, the emails. If everyone just treated everyone like this throughout the world, this place would be a way better place. But this is a good place to start. Bye, everyone.
That was awesome. Thank you. Wow. Didn't know we were going to have Crypto Wifer on the live today, and she was going to jump on in. So pretty cool to see her. Be easy, Wifer. We love you all to the end and back. Crypto is forever. Shout out to Stack McChange. Wifer versus Lifer, the TA battle off. Gratitude to the Crypto Wifer and the Lifer. Thank you so much. It's the Lifer family. Have a great rest of your day. You and Lifer have been so great. Love to see the family dynamic. We need a Lifer family day vlog. Honestly, if you want to see, go to Remote Chief, and you can check out me and my family doing stuff all over the place. I used to vlog with my family. It's been a few years, but you can pick up a little bit of what we're doing. You can kind of get a little bit of our sauce and laugh and get to know us a little bit. So check out Remote Chief if you want. That was my first YouTube channel. It's still up there doing its thing. So we look at total. Wow, we did it today. I mean, total is in a beautiful, that's tight consolidation. Like, forget the charts, forget the Stokes. That's a beautiful pattern. Now, that's a 68% chance you're going to break out. That's a bull pennant to the upside. So if you just simplify things and the 15-minute wants to break up to the upside, that's a beautiful thing right there. So bang, bang, bang. I mean, that suggests we're going up to $929 billion on the measured move. It's a bit of a cup and handle too as well. Also, this is a bigger channel. You can actually include kind of this here, and then you can extend the bottom trend line, and it's still the same pattern. You see that? Aha, interesting. So likely to break to the upside. I like what we're seeing. This consolidation is good. S&P was also bullish, as we talked about. It's consolidating as well, and it's low on that 15. It was also low on the 1 hour. So the S&P inside of this inverted head and shoulder and this flag is likely to break up to the upside. It's also starting this cup and handle, and it did come up, but a V-shape recovered back up this support region. Look for the S&P to break up to the measured move and take Bitcoin with it to the upside here to about 39.43. So I'm bullish on the day. I'm bullish on the alts, and I'm bullish on what's happening throughout the channel. Did I forget an altcoin? Let's take a look. Wifer versus Lifer is the mom and pop of crypto, man. We are, man. Shout out to Last Poet, Ever Defiant. I love you, Forever Defiant. You've been with me forever, man. You're the best. Would send a super chat, but I'm broke. Shout out to Jacob L. We need to superimpose their faces. Did you leverage trade? Because I remember you leverage trading a lot, Jacob, and I didn't think it was a good idea. A lot of people, and again, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to do, but a lot of people, I do say I wouldn't, is Vulcan on the, can you check Starly out? Lifer, you taught me so much in the last few months. Best live TA on YouTube. You are the best. Shout out to Jay Bosphus Bollinger. You're the man, dude. Paper trade for a while. Jump in the TA learning library and start making some gains. Yeah, just start paper trading, man, so you get the hang back of the notion. Get yourself back in the mix. This baby's so beautiful, man. What a cute little baby, huh? Looks like MoneySwap did get that gain, like we talked about, to the upside. My charts aren't saving today. Very strange. But look, we gave you this with the 618 Fibonacci not too long ago, and that is up for gains. So this is the chart, the channel, you get 25% gains. I just posted that to the trading group. I did. And I pulled a Fibonacci on it, and I went wick to wick. Come on, man. Come on. And we were riding that 618 right there. Look at that. In the golden pocket. I mean, what else do you want from me? What else do you want? I show you Fibonacci's playing out regularly on the channel. I show you falling wedges breakout. I show you Bitcoin. I teach you the way. It happens while we're here. 2 hours is good enough for me to break it down and watch it actually complete its behaviors. This is amazing. This is amazing. Yeah. I know Vulcan Forge is PYR, dude. Come on. Don't play me. I told him, what is Vulcan? Dude, we gave you GMT3L. The two things we talk about, man, we nailed it. Look at that. Beautiful pump to the upside out of the flag. Bang, bang, bang. And we went over this as well. Whatever, it is what it is, right? I do this every single day, over and over and over again, until I'm blue in the face. This one bounced as well. And if Bitcoin's going to bounce, these are all going to bounce. That's a nice gain right there. Someone sold off really fast. The Lifer fam ever comes to Iowa, I'll get you the best steak and the best chicken parm you've ever had. Dude, I'll come. I'll come. I want to travel to every single state in this country. Please, Sam, can you answer me where we'll find the coins? What exchanges should I open accounts to join your best Discord membership? Colin Pugh, you got to open accounts. I would open Mex Global because we're going to start using that. I would open KuCoin, Binance US, and Coinbase. Those are where we do all our trading. Coinbase is actually getting more and more coins. So if you feel safer at Coinbase, however, KuCoin, just pick a country that is acceptable. You don't have to pick yours, whatever you want. You know, it's a little bit of a loophole. Use a VPN if you have to, but you don't have to use a VPN to use KuCoin. All right. Then you set up an APY through 3 commas. You're ready to go. All right.
I'm hungry.
Oh, sorry, I am new here. UNFI and AIOZ was nice. Yes, it was. UNFI, too. We talked about that yesterday. I didn't get a chance to go over that. We went over it on the live and yesterday. Wow. Let's take a look here. Wow, UNFI did damage. Look at that. Just continued to pump. And it never hit the stop loss because this was our low. Bang, bang, bang. UNFI for the win to the upside. Also, guys, my elites, I don't see you guys doing your gains, your before and afters. I hear some people say they're going to do them, and then they don't appear. So if you get before and afters, man, come on. I'm not going to chase after you for the before and afters. You got to hit Sean up and send him out. You know, I just don't have time. I can't chase after your before and after. You got to, if you put out a trade and it pumps, you gotta mind your before and afters. There should be way more before and afters out there, you know. In my opinion, but ever, I'm being hard on you guys. Someone unsubscribed from the 99 because he couldn't figure out KuCoin. Yeah, he wrote me an email, and I wrote him an email back yesterday, and I said, my man, what? But he said he's gonna come back. He's all right. He just got frustrated. He's all right. He'll be back. He said he's gonna be back. He's gonna take a deep breath. I wrote him an email last night to calm him down. I said, listen, this is me. My team was responding. I said, finally, this is me, dude. What's going on? Let's help you out. Let's break it down, you know. I don't know what Vulcan is, but it looks like it's a coin on, like, you know, BNB on the 4 hour. That's going to follow Bitcoin. Pretty simple as that. It's a blue chip coin with a big market cap. If Bitcoin pumps, you're going to see BNB pump on the 4 hour. 1 hour's high and can't get above resistance. It's kind of like Bitcoin right now. 15-minute wants to pump, but the 4 hour looks bullish. So here. First thing I do is go to the daily time frame. I need to, OCD-wise, I need to see something bigger here. Also, you're going to want to pull a fib here. And you're at the 706 fib, which is a beautiful retracement. And see, that's not bearish. Bear markets go, like, complete dump. This is like, I don't know. I'll be honest, this has not been a bear market. July with low liquidity and coins are flying up 100 and 200%, 500%. I believe, even though this is a bear market, KuCoin, these smaller coins, it's starting to progress into like a stock market, and you're getting action no matter what. It doesn't matter. There is action here. So I believe we're going to have way more opportunity in this bear market than we had the last one, and 4 years from now. So I don't even know if we're going to call them bear markets anymore, because, dude, these coins, this is a bear market. MSWAP up 200%, it's a bear market. Vited up 118%, a bear market. Burger, this didn't happen in the last bear market. I had to search for gains way harder than this. They're tossing gains at us. So I don't know. What do you think about the exchange BitGet? I think it's all right. They reached out to me. They want to work with me. They've reached out to me like hundreds of times. I don't know. Yeah, I was asking if you want the ones even not in the elite though. I got to put them in the more there, so they're all the lifers can see. Well, the thing is, elite charters shouldn't be charting in the 99. Your chart should only be in the elite. Lately, Renair's like, I've been posting in the 99. I'm like, that doesn't do anything, because those taxes go down. And what happens is you have 600 people in the group. Only a few, 10 or 5 people are going to see the trade. You get it? Your trade is more likely of being seen if you put it in the elite group, where it doesn't get lost in the text messages. So I'm going to put a decree, guys. Elite charters, you can post ideas in the 99, you can talk in the 99, but your official charts, things you're posting up, you got to post them in the elite. That's your place. That's where people are going to look for your stuff, you know? Bitcoin is king, though. If Bitcoin down 75% or more, it's a bear trend for sure. BitGet added the trailing stop. I mean, we down over 60-80% on everything. It's a bear market. It's a known fact that some of the shortest, most volatile pumps happen during the bear trends. In stocks, too. No, but I'm telling you, I've been through 3 bear markets. I've never seen this much action in a quote-unquote bear market. We could be just in a big correction. We're in a bearish market, but I'm trying to show you that this is not what happens in a bear market. All right? It's just not. So BNB at the 618, 706. That's a beautiful retracement place to go back to the upside. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hours, but you know, everything's getting a little hot. I can't believe how easy it was to get it set up on KuCoin. KuCoin is where the action happens. That's what someone just said. I like when they share the chart in the 99 also. Then there is team effort to work the entries also. Yeah, but you can do that. You can take a copy of his and say, hey, I like this. Don't make them double post. All right, Pastor Jordanson, giving people more work as you know, I'm messing with you, but don't, you know what I'm saying? I personally avoid smaller exchanges. KuCoin is not a smaller exchange. KuCoin is the top 5 biggest exchange in the world. KuCoin is not a small exchange. KuCoin is a big deal. KuCoin's a big boss in the game. Been around 5 years. Yeah. It's all right, Pastor. I love you, man. I feel weird reprimanding a pastor, though. Pretty strange. Like, you know, it's like I can't do it. You know, I love you, bro. People are more rich this time around. Been using MaxMove for a while. Like it just as much as KuCoin. No, I'm going to start using it. I'm telling you. I have a meeting with them today. Right now, I actually have a meeting. KuCoin been through a bear. Y'all ready? Let's go. So, and someone asked me about BNB Rec, which was hot recently. I'd watch BNB. It's getting overbought on bigger time frames. You know, maybe it goes sideways for a while. Rec's about to break out. That's a beautiful flag, and I like what I'm seeing. And it broke out of this flag. It broke out of that flag. It's probably going to break out of this flag as well. 4 hour pushing to the downside. I like what I'm seeing. And look at this upward trajectory here. And then you got this going. So Rec is in a beautiful kind of symmetrical triangle pennant here, getting ready for more. It's got the flag inside. Some would even consider that a cup and handle. Savvy cup and handle to the upside. So Rec would to do some damage here. 4 hour pushing up. And there's your measured mood for Rec. Request Network is what I believe it's called. I could be wrong, but my mind says that. I don't know where I remember all this nonsense from. 200-day moving average rocking through the price. Tight moving averages too as well. 4 hour looking absolutely scrumptious and beautiful. 1 hour not in your flavor. 15-minute is though. Sometimes, hey, just defy the 1 hour, I guess, and trade the 15-minute. But what it probably tells me is the 15-minute will pump you up to here. The 1 minute will take over. There could be a beautiful entry here when the 1 hour goes over. Again, I'm not 100% right on everything I say. My projections, pretty close, but it doesn't mean it's guaranteed. However, it's just my trading style. 1 hour is a little low. However, it can get across that line. I like this trade personally with a stop loss below 7 0963. Yeah. And people are saying, I can't believe how easy it is to get on KuCoin, you know? So easy. Yeah. It's where the money is, man. Sign up immediately to KuCoin. And follow me on Twitter at CryptoLifer33. I would greatly appreciate it. Ooh, the Bitcoin hat looks pretty hot. I like that. The Bitcoin hat looks fresh. It looks fresh. So request could pump up 63% gains. It's on my radar. Lack of bearish momentum. Stops below the second. And again, I don't want to tell people where to put their stops because what you do is you end up with a fat lot of liquidity that the market maker grabs. So you want people to have different stop losses. Turn off that. That's Twitter talking right now. Why am I getting double alerts? That's something that's weird too. I tried to fix that earlier today. Where are the alerts? Maybe I move them into here. No. Info labels. Banner, image, like button. Alert box now. Someone sent an alert. Actually, wait. No, I can do this, right? There are no events to display. Oh, that's why. Because I'm not, might have something to do with restream. If someone could send in a 199, I guess I could super chat myself. No, I can't. Someone could send in a tiny super chat or just subscribe and unsubscribe. Or so. I just want to see if an alert comes across the screen. Trying to work out my alerts. 6100. Yes, sir. KuCoin millionaires are born here. Wifer wants to hit the beach. We may never near the end. You're funny. Never reveal your position on the battlefield. Right? I always do, though. Sam, have you got ref link for Mex Global? Not yet. I haven't signed up yet. I'm going to start, though, today. Max, cool for U.S. people, or are we doing the KuCoin deal with it? KuCoin is better than Bybit. For sure it is. Guaranteed, man. Bybit's a shill. Dude, they put Costa on you, man. Come on, man. Come on. And stop loss below. I want to make sure that's clear. Stop loss below. I like Rec. Rec is looking pretty good. 4 hour wants to pound on you. 15-minute wants to pump on you. But the 1 hour's...
Super chat, I wrote hey.
You did, huh?
Yeah, and then you got 2 more people saying bang and boop. Didn't show up?
Yes, only one came out now. Thank God.
Is it mine?
No, but yes. Thank you guys. You guys helped me. I turned off the wrong... I have them. I have only one now. Okay. Excellent. I don't know where it is, but it's doing it. Oh, that's why it's called recent donation. No, it's so weird. Alert box. It's called something other than the alert box, and I don't know where it was. Usually I can see it immediately. There, I want to grab it and move it to the center. There it is. Okay, wow. It's part of another... Okay. Now you guys are just sending in super chats. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. Now I have one super chat box. And then look, I even have that little alert that comes up at the top of the screen. I've been adding that, too. Been trying to do that recently. How does that look? That's pretty cool. And then there should be a ticker showing me, like, yeah, at the upper left corner there. That's kind of cool. And it's showing the top ticker, I think it is. Let me see what it's showing me. I love that. It does go over the... I'll put it a little lower so it's not on your tickers. There you go. That's a good space for it. Wow, thank you for the subscriptions. And now it's coming in hard. All right, cool. The Bitcoin hat looks great. I love it. I love it. All right, everyone. Rec looks beautiful to the upside. All right. One hour's not in our flavor. Something to watch out for. One hour's a little hot, I have to say, for my trading style. Doesn't mean I won't enter it. It's just you have to tell you, I would put a bigger stop loss with less money. You see what I'm saying? Like, I changed my trading style depending on what it's going to give me. We talked about DYP yesterday. Did DYP bust up to the upside? Funny, not saving my work, so we'll never know. But I did post this yesterday. Let's take a look at the chart. It's weird. Every once in a while, they will reset. Hurts me because I need all my charts to stand the test of time, you know? And I don't get why people leave at lunchtime like we won't make more gains. You know what I'm saying? Like, stay for the gains. Go eat lunch when you're done. I don't get why we go to 370 just because it's 12 o'clock. It's like, come on, man. Like, I work until the work is over. The work's not over until we get gains all day long. So it's like, you know, I don't know. See, 938 DYP hit the measured move on a wick. Look at that. And I put DYE yesterday. Interesting to watch. DYP. Let's see if I can recreate the chart now. It's sad that it didn't hold my charts down for me. Wow, we did a lot today. We did a lot. We did a trend analysis boot camp. Like, what didn't we do today? Like, today was amazing. Oh, so I had it in this. So yeah, DY he hit for gains because I had it in this. Look, I nailed this one too. Dude, I hit more gains than I could even count today. Like, I can't even keep track of them all because of the way that you TradingView didn't keep my you know. But look, I had it in this, about to break out and bounce off of that secondary level, which is your resistance right there. So we're going to draw our resistance lines. So you can see what I did. I drew a line here. I drew a resistance line right there. And then I drew this flag, and I was like likely to break out, DYP. And then I showed you the triple bottom there. And I said triple bottom. And what did this thing do? It did damage for 22%. On a wick, it went up even more. You know, I like to just take the, you know, but look, 38% gains in total. 21 is cool enough, but 38 in total. Technically, that's being honest, because you say the wick went to 38. But I'll be honest and say 21. We got this one too. I posted so many things last night that all hit for gains. We hit like many trades last night, man, in the trading group. I posted this. Beautiful. DYP. And then I just closed it. So funny. And what takes me a lot of time is going after these before and afters. I would love an assistant that goes through all my posts in Discord and then sends the before and afters to my other assistant so I don't have to do this, because it takes me a lot of time every day. It takes about an hour of my day to constantly send the before and afters because I have to find them. And the more gains I hit, the more time it takes, right? I don't mind doing it, but it would be great to have an assistant do this for me, like all the time, without me having to think about it, you know? I'll tell you what, Sean, man, I keep telling you, you could just search, but you don't know what I hit for gains, so it's almost impossible for you to do it alone, you know? You can search DYP. You can find my beginning chart. But then if you don't know how to, yeah, it's like, it's difficult for someone to do without me. It's almost like I have to do it. It's so crazy. Because there's your before, and that's how Sean ends up putting them into the trading group, because I send him the before and afters. I'm on it as much as I can be. And he's on it too. A lot of times he finds them without me saying anything. He does really, really good. Like, he's amazing. And when did we post this? Yesterday at 1:16 p.m. Before. And then I have to find the day I posted it and all that stuff. And like, that just takes time. I'll be honest. It takes time. Like, I just want to be in the charts. Bitcoin 1:16 p.m. DYP. And you never know. He might have done it already. My team is pretty on point. I have so much faith in them. They're amazing. So if I go to gains on gains, did he put DYP in there? No. Occasionally he gets them without me saying anything. Like, I believe he got Jew. He got something without me saying anything. But look, the exact place to enter was right there. I nailed it. Like, it's crazy. That's technical analysis, man. And triple bottoms, dude. Come on. That tells you buy pressure on that. After 7.6. Oh no, that was 7.5. Whoa. Everything all right? Wow, man, my team is relentless. They won't give me a moment to like spend with my family. It's like meeting after meeting after meeting. Like, when can I be with my mom and dad and my kids? Christ. I just like another meeting or two, and it's just like meetings all day long. Yep. Take me away from no phone service so they can't get me. Just steal me away, man. They won't be able to get me. Burger about to pump. Looking good, man. UNFI is still in a flag, too. AGLD in a flag. You seen that? About to pump. Whole market's in a flag, bro. Total market cap looks like it's lovely, too. So, like, we're getting ready for some action here. Write this stuff down, everyone. AIOZ, AGLD. And this thing likes to pump hard. Like, when this thing pumps, it pumps. I don't really know much about the coin, but this thing has gone on some pretty big moves in the past. Far away in the moving averages in the 15. Might have to come down and get tight again. Touching on the 1 hour. 1 hour's getting ready to go. So, that's a cup and handle. Obviously, you have a bigger channel here. Like so. Look at that. It can break out. That's a bull flag. That's a huger move. See that? But touching the 21, crossing the 200. Beautiful sign. 1 hour up to the upside. AGLD for gains. AGLD for gains. I like what this is doing here. Watch the 15-minute to come down for an alert. All right. If you're new in my trading group, we use the 15-minute and the 1 hour to enter trades. We want to make sure they're aligned properly. All right. Okay. So let's take a look here. And we're going to post that. Swimming in gains, man. Yeah, I'm complaining because I need an assistant to post all my gains. There's too many gains, babe, so I need an assistant to post them. It's overwhelming. The gains are overwhelming me. So ridiculous. What a problem to have. I work so hard, I find too many gains. It's insane. All right, everyone, I'm out of here for the day. Let's go over Bitcoin, and then we'll jump out of here for the day. My wife's giving me that like staring eye that's going through my head. Yeah, you don't want that. We already kind of gave you Bitcoin in a nutshell. We told you exactly what's going to happen. 50-minute going to pump on you, or it's going to get rejected. 1 hour doesn't want to get up through the line, though. 1 hour's playing games for whatever reason. It's the one time frame that doesn't want to assimilate. Yet the pattern looks right, the MACD looks right, everything looks good with my indicator that I love, with the Stokes. So, like, I'm just convinced the Stokes are going to come down and then boost up again. Like, they're just not going to make it down there. That's what we're seeing. I don't know where my perfect chart was. I brought it somewhere, and I can't find it now. I do this a lot. I forget where I did the chart. Look, we called this breakout. Nailed that. That cup and handle. We've been all over Bitcoin. That's a cup and handle. That's a shape. All right, we'll take this one from now. So we're looking for this to break to the upside. And I gave it a little room because I figured it could come back down. 15 minutes still pushing up and wants to break out. So the 15-minute must break above this high. I want to see it break above this high here. The $20,700 level. Then the 1 hour can come back down for the retest, and the 4 hour can clean us up. So watch the 15-minute for a move to the upside for Bitcoin out of this beautiful bull pennant. Riding with the 200-day moving average below the price action. Also, I like putting the RSI in a bullish pennant. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. You can do different things. That is willing to break out to the upside. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it won't go all the way to the measured move because it doesn't have it, but you know what I'm saying. So that's about to flip on you too. 15-minute looking very, very bullish. 4 hour also looking very bullish. Also, we talked about the 8 hour, the 6 hour. And getting a little overbought there. 22 hour looking for a dump. Yikes. Bigger time frames really don't say we're going to get out of this pattern. So again, if you don't break above this high, and then we also said, remember, you have your low, you have your high, you have your low. The bulls must put in a higher high to remain bullish. So no matter what happens in these smaller time frames, if you don't end up here, prepare for a move to the downside. And we gave you all the levels to watch. We talked about it. We went over it numerous times. Go to the beginning of the channel and take out those shapes. All right. and the patterns that we drew already. I've given you it all, like literally everything. Like this is what you want right here. Giving you every single way to play Bitcoin. The bullish way, the bearish way, the levels to watch, both sides of the court, you name it. We have it covered for you. It doesn't matter. We got the fib drawn. We got it all. This is your big picture. All right. Bulls must put in a higher high. It's that simple, everybody. It's that simple. All right. That's trend analysis. That's your previous high. If you don't make a previous one, you're in a downtrend. We gave you the Twisted Sister to watch. That's also going to either put you in a downward spiral, or it's going to put you in the upward trend out of the bull pennant. So it's all there for you. Go watch the beginning of the Bitcoin update if you still don't get it, because it's there. And yeah. All right. I'm out for the day, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And, hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when we post our next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life, baby. I love you all, and I thank you all for being here. Get those gains. Go after them. Always use a stop loss. Never think you're right. Take it one step at a time, one level at a time. Be open-minded. Believe the price could go anywhere at any moment. And all you have to do is take advantage of the probabilities in front of you that the charts are giving you. Do not use your emotions. They will wreck you. I love you all. Have a great day. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life, everyone. Ooh. I'm always like trying to do 100 things at once. That's what people wonder why I'm typoing, because I'm typing while I'm doing 1,000 things. That's why, it's insanity. All right, everyone, thank you for being here. I'm out for the day. Be safe. And don't do anything I wouldn't do. All right? Okay. Be easy. Concurrent viewers 333 as we're ending the live. Of course. 333. Of course. It's every time I do anything, it's going to be on the 333. Every single time. We got an extra view duration today. That's pretty cool. People really jumping on it and getting that knowledge. I like to see that. I like to see that. Now let's jump back into the Nord missile station here. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next live. Be safe.